Hello, and welcome to the HALLWY WRESTLING Podcast, a brand new episode. Except this time, we're doing something just a little bit different. It's not quite the HALLWY WRESTLING Podcast. Today, we are going to be discussing movies, specifically the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which means we have two different guests on, because Zareen, he's busy in Croatia. As far as I know, he's in the middle of a 3-day storm. So, what a great tropical holiday. I of course am your host, Kieran Brennan, and with me for the very first time, my first special guest,
Michael Sweeney,
and my other special guest,
Matthew O'Reilly.
Yeah. Oh
Let's
wow.
do it, baby.
Toughen up the accent, fun. So we are very much, we're all fans of the MCU. We all enjoy it to different extents. Michael's normal, aren't you?
I'm quite normal.
Yeah.
Quite in the middle.
I'm probably the biggest fan here.
I was getting to that. I'm a big fan. I enjoy the stuff, even if I don't enjoy all the movies. And Matthew is a massive fucking nerd for it. He will.
All things Marvel, baby.
Yeah, basically. Unfortunately.
Thanks, man.
As a ground rule, first though, I want to establish that even if, because I can get heated in debates about how good films are. Did earlier this week, and it can come off as if I think only my opinion is right.
Mean and angry.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Anything I say, I genuinely do not give a shit what your opinion is. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. I'm just arguing. Also, some movies, specifically Endgame, I think, I'm going to probably play devil's advocate, because if I hear a lot of praise for something, and it's only praise, I'll throw in what I legitimately think are criticisms, even if I like the movie a lot. Like Endgame. Because I have my problems with it.
You just looked at Matthew through the
Yeah, like I have my gripes with Endgame as well. And you know them quite well.
Is it just the women scene?
No, it's the whole Hulk and Thor situation. I'm not a
Hulk
fan
is
of.
just a plot device in that film.
The whole MCU is a plot device. He hasn't been done justice at all.
You sound like my brother. He loves the Hulk. We'll get into that when we decide if we're doing the Hulk or not. Talking about it.
Well, he is part of the MCU, the Incredible Hulk, so.
Sure. Okay, so we're going to start with news from the past week of movies.
Ooh.
I've gone onto the movies Reddit, the movie subreddit, and I just think I went onto the top of this week. I went onto the top post of the week. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. I went onto the top post of the week, and we're gonna just go through the moves. First, James Cameron has congratulated Avengers Endgame on becoming the highest-grossing film of all time.
I actually hate you so much.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Do you think it deserved it? What are your opinions on Avengers being number one?
Yes, I think it deserved it.
So do I.
It's better movie than Avatar.
Yeah,
quite evidently.
Yeah, it deserved it. It's just that I'd say James Cameron would be really pissed because they had to release it again in order to get it, which is kind of cheating, isn't it?
Avatar did that.
Did it release it twice?
Yeah. I think it took like 5,000 days. No, that was Titanic. That took like 5,000 days to get to like number one, which is another James Cameron movie.
Yeah, it is. That bastard is too. But I think it's nice that Avengers Endgame essentially like the finale in a 22 movie like TV show. That's impressive.
Was that like an experience of a movie?
Yes.
It deserves it so much.
We'll talk about it later. Zombieland Double Tap got a trailer.
Yes!
Haven't seen the first one.
Neither have I, but I've heard the trailer's good.
I've heard the first one's really good as well.
Bill Murray, steals the show in the first one.
Yeah?
Spoilers?
Isn't he like only in it for like 10 seconds?
He's in for a good like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
As like a zombie just going around Hollywood.
Yeah. The only zombie comedy I've really seen is Shaun of the Dead. That's a fantastic movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Rutger
Which is
Hauer.
a pity. He's in Blade Runner.
Yeah, he'll never be forgotten for that monologue in Blade Runner, The Tears in the Rain.
That he made up as well. That's his own thing.
Make that up.
Improvised it,
Yeah.
yeah. He improvised
I
it.
don't know if he improvised it.
He did.
Okay.
He did. That's such a good monologue.
It's the best part of the movie.
It's a great movie,
For a movie that kind of has a shit plot and is only great for its atmosphere, and that's why I love it.
Well, it's great, but it's not as good as Blade Runner
First, second one.
2049.
Yes.
That's just so good.
It's
So good.
that got best cinematography, right?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
It was
So good.
What's your man's name? Just cinematography again?
I couldn't tell you.
It's like a 22nd nomination. It was his first win.
Yes. Wow. It Chapter 2 is a confirmed runtime. Have you guys heard this?
No.
2 hours 45 minutes.
What?
Yeah. They're going full space tortoise, I guess.
Fuck.
Um,
I heard the last fight scene in the movie supposed to be great. Said Stephen King.
yeah, but what?
Fight
Like, he's
scene?
not going to be like, oh, it's shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
They destroyed my book. He's no Alan Moore or whatever. But that's
Why
a
did
long
he hate
movie,
Watchmen?
man. Alan Moore hates anything that gets adapted of his.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes indeed.
Yikes.
Vin Diesel has revealed that the script for...
Fucking hate Vin Diesel. I'm sorry, just skip it, please.
He is a human potato. He's like an egg, isn't he? He's like a wrinkly
He's
egg.
ugly cunt, to be honest.
He really is ugly. He's a massive nose. The script,
Jesus,
the
take
script
it
has
easy.
been written for Riddick 4.
Oh yeah, my
What?
favourite.
Such a successful
Just after
trilogy.
I saw
Oh.
Riddick 3, I was like, this needs another movie.
Fucking Riddick. Of all the movies to get to 4, the Raimi trilogy didn't, but Riddick did.
Don't start. I'll probably cry if you keep talking about that.
Move on, please.
Riddick. Sonic the Hedgehog has been delayed to March 2020.
I was really looking forward to that as well.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Why is that so
Oh.
funny?
Yeah.
Meow.
If you haven't watched the trailer for it, which you know what, you probably have if you're listening to this.
I don't think it's as bad as the trailer for the Tom Cruise Mummy. Remember that trailer? That was
When
so
they
broken.
released it and they didn't add in any of the sound effects or anything,
Yeah.
they just had the voices, and you hear him scream, and he's like,
And then when she's about to fall out of the airplane, she goes like, "No!" And then he's just silent. And then he's just like, "Ah!" Oh, it's hilarious.
That's a great movie, isn't
What?
it? Probably
No,
the most successful cinematic universe of all time, the Dark Universe, you know?
Oh yes.
I think that's been scrapped already. I don't think they're planning on doing it.
It got scrapped immediately. The Lion King has made 531 million worldwide.
First weekend of it?
I'm gonna kill myself. It says opens to massive 185 domestic and 531 worldwide. That's a lot.
That's ridiculous.
I've heard it's enjoyable. I haven't heard it's like
I've heard
Good.
it's totally fine. I've heard all the joy sucked out of it. Which is
I
a pity.
heard that's just a pointless remake, as it is.
Well, that's
Why-
all the live action Disney ones.
Like, it's just...
like the Jungle Book is good.
The Jungle Book is very good.
Yeah, but why are they remaking these classics? It
Well,
kind of annoys me.
Dallas.
Yeah, I understand. And I understand that, like, the thing that, like, there's another generation coming now and they'll want to have their version of those movies to be able to watch when they're kids. But, like... I just don't like it. Just
Thing about that is,
just
when
show
I was
your
younger,
kids
I
the
did-
original.
When I was younger, I didn't want to watch a live action movie. I liked animated movies.
Mm.
So like,
Same.
I don't
Apart from
really
the
get
Raimi
it.
trilogy.
Yeah, of course. The Raimi
That's
trilogy is a perfect example.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
really scared me.
it's the perfect trilogy. No
Um,
flaws.
there's a new official poster for the Downton Abbey movie.
Oh god.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
We've been expecting you. That's the tagline. Ha ha ha. There you go.
I've watched-
Aladdin is flying past 1 billion worldwide. Didn't think it would get that. Everyone kind of thought it would flop. I know one person who's gone to see it.
I haven't seen it.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
know anyone who's seen it. I didn't really care either.
No one really gives a shit. Although apparently the genie's surprisingly decent in it though.
Yeah, but after that trailer, it just put me off when Will Smith just comes out. He's like, "Hey," it just looked so terrible.
Yeah. What's his line?
Like, I can't.
They memed it, didn't they? Or was that just the...
I think it was just the
YouTube
picture of him. And
Yeah.
Is anything under it?
It Chapter 2 officially rated R for disturbing violent content and bloody images throughout pervasive language and some crude sexual material. So they'll make a wank-off joke, and that'll be it. It's not a big deal. I don't know why that's up here in the top of the last week. Because who gives a shit?
Wow.
I'm looking forward to it though. The first one was good. It wasn't that
The
scary
first
though.
one was good. It was
Wasn't-
not scary at all.
It was just creepy. That's how I describe it.
It was barely creepy. It was just Stranger Things. I got as scared of that as I did Stranger Things.
Well, the scene where like it's the projector and it comes out with the projector.
That was in the trailers, though.
I didn't see the trailers.
That's fair. I guess that's my fault. So, yeah, fuck you. Trailer makers.
That kind of reminds me, like, talking about that. Have you ever seen? Do you know that movie 9 Lives? With Kevin Spacey.
You and Ralph the movie maker.
No, do you know?
freak.
He's like the best YouTuber. Do you know when like when it shows it in the movie when he's leaving the Perkins pet shop, when he's going like he's turning into a cat and shit.
Sure,
In
yeah.
the trailer, it shows that like Christopher Walken like goes like that and like turns him into a cat in the trailer instead of how it actually happens in the movie. Oh, it's so funny.
I could have picked a better example than fucking 9 Lives.
9 Lives.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever hear the original idea for that movie?
We can't get a conversation about 9
No,
Lives.
go on. Go on. Do it. What's the original?
They originally thought that it was going to be more of an adult movie about somebody turning into a kitten. And you wouldn't hear the kitten's human thoughts or anything, so it would be just, the whole movie would just be a cat just walking
How
around.
did I get Kevin Spacey and Christopher Walken in that movie?
Yeah.
Like, even before Kevin Spacey was a paedophile,
Because
he was still unrecognised
Yeah.
like a... What's the word? Oh,
Actor.
actor.
They obviously just got the money laid on the table.
Household name.
Yeah, household name
There you
actor, yeah.
My name is Perkins, so I called the shop Perkins.
A respectable actor.
There's a new still of... Well, I don't know what's new. It doesn't say new. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson in a movie together called Marriage Story. It looks like they're husband and wife, and they have a
It
kid.
looks really good.
She is out of his league, so I don't buy that movie at all. That would distract me for the entire thing.
Adam Driver is a sex god.
He's
So-
good looking, but he's not Scarlett Johansson good.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. I love
Jeez.
that. I love that one so much.
I know you do. Shaun
Hey,
the Sheep
Scarlett,
Farmer-
if you're listening to this, hit me up. You know.
She is a really big fan of the HALLWY Wrestling Podcast.
She could be. We don't know. We don't know who our 18 subscribers are. Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon has gotten a trailer.
Oh, thank God.
We've been waiting. We've been demanding the folks at... Is it Ardmore?
What?
Ardmore? No, Ardmore Studios is the Irish film place. What's it called? That makes them.
Can't tell you.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Thank you.
It's so warm.
Matthew just tried to take his pants off.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Sylvester
Pretty small.
Stallone is working on a new Rocky movie. Bit old, isn't he? It's like the way there's a new Indiana Jones starring Harrison Ford.
Well, like, you kind of need another one after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
He might
Yeah,
not
but
fight
just
in
don't
it,
have it be Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is in, no. No.
Why not? Chris Pratt would be good in Indiana Jones. I feel. I think he would.
though. Chris Pine would be good.
Chris Pine would be good.
He's a better actor
Good
than
shout.
Chris Pratt as well.
That's fair. Chris Pine would be very good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's all about the Chris's. Chris Evans? Nah, he wouldn't be good as Chris Pratt.
He'd
Chris
be good
Pine
Captain
would be
America though.
Chris Rock?
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans might make the Captain America.
Chris Rock. We gotta go to the wild, Alex.
Oh. I watched Madagascar the other week. It's actually
Madagascar was on last night. That's what it
Yeah,
reminded
was
me.
it?
It was on E4 last night.
That's a good movie. It still kind of holds up to an extent, which I think is funny.
Who's scared?
Marty Mormon. Like we just saying that on the thing. Okay, do you want to get into our main discussion of going through every single Marvel
Yes, hurry before I
cinematic
sweat to
universe?
death.
We're only 13 minutes in. We have another while to go.
Hurry before I sweat to death.
And just take your shirt off.
I'd rather not.
We
Yeah,
all-
that'd
we
be
all want
kind
to
of weird
off.
if you did that.
No.
Alright, first we have...
No!
Alright, so back in 2008, Jon Favreau directed it, Robert Downey
What a
Jr.
man.
starred in it, Kevin Feige produced it, I believe.
Jeff Bridges was in it.
Yeah, the incomparable Jeff Bridges.
The best actor of all time.
He's up there.
The Big Lebowski.
He's up there, really? I don't think he's up there.
No, he's not.
I wouldn't-
Just kidding.
Wow.
That True
Eating
Grit
on Jeff.
performance really captivated the audience.
Lean in closer.
It's a good performance he does in True Grit. like don't.
You didn't pick a bad one. But I wouldn't say he's
I'm
up
pretty sure
there.
he was
It wasn't the
nominated
best.
for that role as well.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't really enjoy it.
Well, in fairness, like, a lot of people get nominated. Like, Crash won Best Picture. Crash. Have you seen Crash?
Crash.
Michael Pena is in it, that's true.
Oh yeah,
The
what
amazing
a.
Michael Pena.
Oh, he's.
And
such a
all
bad
three of us, I believe, can agree that he is probably the best part of Ant-Man.
Yeah, obviously. He's the comedic genius.
Are you
behind
trying
the
to
movie.
annoy me now? Have you seen Chips?
Shut up about
Stop
shit!
fucking off Ralph the Movie Maker at this point, please.
I've seen the movie.
Did you actually watch it?
I
You
put,
too much
I
free
put
time.
myself through it for the meme.
It's a meme.
It's like, everybody's
He's
eating.
surprised he watched
Everybody.
Madagascar last night.
Wait, she ate your ass. Yeah, everybody's eating everybody's asses now. Like it doesn't. It's so. Oh, I'm not talking about it. Move on.
That's weird. People are eating ass now, though. That's the thing. Anyway.
You know all about that, wouldn't you?
Why would I know anything about that?
Exactly. That's the sarcasm of it.
All right. 2008. It kicks. It was just after The Dark Knight, I believe, or was it just before?
I think it's
When
the
did The
same
Dark
year.
Knight come
It's
out?
the same year, but that's what I'm asking.
I
Was
think
it
it was
just after?
Oh no, it was
The Dark
before. It was before. This was May, I think, and then I think The Dark Knight was
This was
June. June or July.
Knight? A very different superhero film from The Dark Knight. For
Oh
obvious
yeah.
reasons. One that I don't think holds up quite as well as it probably would have a couple years ago. Iron Man 1, the original. What do you think?
I was watching clips of it today, and it deals a lot with terrorism, which I don't think any other movie since that came out deals with such serious topics in the Marvel universe.
That's fair.
I think it's
I'm trying to like think of one that does. I'm gonna quickly look through the list of all of them because.
Well, the
There's no
Winter
order,
Soldier
like-
does.
You know what? Black Panther deals with actual serious
Yeah.
topics and does it much better. There you go.
Well,
Talk
the Winter
about that.
Soldier does as well. Deals with corruption.
Which fair. It took 10 years to get to that point again.
That's also very fair. Yeah, as far as Phase 1 goes, I suppose it is most realistic, but it also does drop it halfway through. It doesn't really do much with it. I would stand by my statement that the third act of that movie kind of falls apart because
So?
Jeff Bridges goes insane. And
No, man, I think it's
he
definitely.
goes from trying to cover up his murder to all of a sudden getting in a giant Iron Man suit and killing the police, and it's a bit like, oh wow, you've really like blown it now, haven't you, Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, and it is a bit weird the way he keeps all of his evidence on his computer in his office in Stark Enterprises.
Where else is he gonna keep it? Come on, man.
They make a secret file or something where it's like
Secret file.
or something where nobody can
You
access
just
it.
mark a file, do not open secret.
Yeah.
No, it's but
Lock it or something. I don't know, but I think it's a brilliant movie. I think it's fantastic. It was
I
the
can't
it was
really
the
remember
it was the
it.
perfect way to open the universe.
Oh,
if
it
it
is.
wasn't for that movie, then we wouldn't have gotten.
oh, and you have to appreciate that, of course. But I still think a lot of people still have it on like their top 5 MCU, and I'm like, oh, steady on. It's not. It's not as good as bloody.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Nearly
What?
all of the Avengers. Oh yeah, Ant-Man and Wasp. We'll get to that. That's a classic.
Oh no.
And as we all know, Ant-Man and Wasp and Michael Pena equals,
Oh, comedic
good times.
genius.
It's a funny movie.
It's a
I
hilarious
like Ant-Man
movie.
and Wasp. Okay. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is fucking great in it. Isn't he really good?
It's the best thing about it.
Yeah, easily.
And it was the fact that it was such a big risk at the time as well.
I think it was less of a risk than people say it is, because that was after Tropic Thunder.
No, but John
And
Favreau
Sherlock Holmes.
had to convince Kevin Feige for him to hire.
That's
I
fair.
think it was a risk to take as like this was leading into such a big universe and again kind of actor who was like ever
I don't think they knew it was
On
leading
second
into a
thoughts.
big universe.
with the plan to go with like it wasn't.
I think it was less a plan, more of like a pipe dream, Because like there's still a massive 2-year gap between that and Iron Man 2.
Is there?
2009 is the only time in the last like 11 years that there hasn't been an MCU film. Imagine that.
Better times.
Imagine a year
Better
without
times.
them. Yeah. Jeez. For some people it is better times. For some people they are kind of sick of it. I disagree with that. Although you know what? Maybe I'm gonna hit myself.
Disney getting too much money at the moment.
They bought Fox and we are close. When they buy Sony, which will happen someday, it will actually be a monopoly. And I cannot wait. It's gonna be great.
And we're gonna have Venom in the MCU.
It was just
next
like
year?
Avatar and Avengers Endgame fighting for the top 2, but it was just really Disney against Disney, seeing who can make more money.
Yeah, it really is. I didn't know Avatar was Disney. I think a lot of people were like, "Well, Avatar is an original idea, so." But if it's a Disney film, I don't give a shit anymore. Go in, yeah.
So forgettable.
Who's your favorite Mickey Mouse character?
Goofy.
Goofy. People love Goofy. Goofy's great. Go for it. Do it. Go on. Keep doing your Goofy impression.
What else can I say? That's all I can know.
I don't know. Go on.
Does Goofy
What?
really
Give me a
sound
Goofy line. Have you guys seen the Goofy movie?
Mickey,
I saw
gotta
it
help
when I
my
was little.
go fight.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Go fight.
Stop.
I just wanted to cut you off.
He's not Groot. He doesn't just say his name over and over again.
Mickey, get me high out here, Mickey. Gotta help go fight.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
The
jeez.
Minnie Mouse, who voiced Minnie Mouse, died today. The voice actress.
Really?
Yeah.
From the 40s? Wow. I'm assuming she wasn't still doing it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Mickey Mouse cartoons?
No, I
They're
saw
really
Mickey Mouse
good.
Clubhouse.
A classic. But the new 2D ones are really good.
Mickey Mouse
Clubhouse, come inside, it's fun inside. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's a podcast, Matthew. Your visual jokes won't work. Sit down.
Wait.
Please get your dick out. more
MICKEYMOUSE. That's a perfect song. I used to watch that.
It's a perfect song.
I watched that until I was like 15.
I know you did. Yeah, and Goofy's alright. I'm a big Mickey guy. Oh no, Donald. I love Donald.
Yeah, why did you go from Herman to?
Because I was thinking Disney. And I was like,
yeah.
You already said
sucking the man's ears. What? I'm a big Donald guy?
No.
I don't mean Donald Trump.
No.
but that's okay.
I'm
Not
more of a
that.
Pluto guy now, to be honest.
He's like,
Pluto's good.
I like
I'm a
it.
big
I like
Mickey
Pluto.
guy.
Yeah, Mickey's great. People love Mickey.
I'm a big Mickey guy.
Oh, penis.
Why did you say that? It's immature.
This is not getting sponsored.
I don't want it to be sponsored. I've talked about this on air before. I don't overly want sponsors that I don't love, you know.
Do you mind
Do I mind what?
sitting up properly, please?
Okay.
Please get
My
your
slouch,
nipples out.
my natural slouch is bothering.
You're not
Matthew.
slouching, you're literally lying, like, in a not nice way.
Just because you're, like,
Homophobe.
homophobe and
How
fucking,
am I
like...
a homophobe? You're
and-
not gay, I think.
Just because you are afraid and uncomfortable with your sexuality, Matthew, doesn't mean that we are,
Thanks.
alright?
I'll have to cut that out.
I'm not cutting that out.
Got from Mickey Mouse to homophobes.
He heard Mickey and he was like...
It's just Blue Lantern Flash.
It is Blue Lantern Flash.
Oh,
That's an action figure. We are recording this from my room for the first time ever for people listening. So, I have a lot of shit in here.
He's dead now.
Pretty childish.
Can we move on? What's the next one? Incredible Hulk?
Can we skip that, please?
No, we gotta... This, I
It's
feel
a
like
good
I
movie.
feel like there's more to talk about in relation to Iron Man.
Iron Man. Why is he? I can't like.
What did you think
Terrence
of Rhodey?
Howard was great in it.
Who's Terrence Howard?
The guy who got replaced.
Rhodey?
Yeah.
And when he
That's
goes
right.
up to the silver suit, maybe next time.
Yeah. No.
No.
The worst case of foreshadowing ever.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no,
No, the CGI was brilliant for the time. Like, the suit just
that's
looked
fair,
amazing.
yeah. It looks... That's because, like, a lot of it's practical. Something they've lost.
Well, the very first suit, I think, was fully practical.
Yes, that's entirely practical. But they always gave him, like, the top half of it would be practical as well. And now, lately, they've made the Spider-Man suit, and then they just CGI over it.
Yeah, it's horrible. I hate it.
Which is frustrating, because it's like, you have a really nice suit that looks great there, why are you replacing it with CG?
It's not as nice as the Raimi suit.
Oh, yeah, but it's not, like, it's different, isn't it?
It's a bit shit.
No, I really like the Far From Home suit. I think it's nicer than the Homecoming one.
I prefer the Homecoming one, but I like the
Of course
Far
you
From
do.
Home. Have you played it in PS4
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
it's really
I
nice.
prefer
really
the
nice.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit.
People like that suit a lot. I
Yeah,
think it's a
it's-
little bit baggy.
I think
That's because Andrew Garfield wasn't ripped. He was just skinny.
No, it's like it's a choice. They weren't like, oh, we made the suit, but it's a size too big. Tough. Gonna have to deal with it, Spidey.
I don't like the big, huge, long spoiler on it as well, where the top half is small and then the bottom legs are just like really, really long. I don't like that.
Mind it. I don't know. I still just like I'm not overly fond of those suits. Anyway,
Well, the first one was disgusting. The first Amazing
Yeah,
Spider-Man
it
suit
looks
was
weird.
disgusting.
it's not the nicest. It's nice in stills, and it would be nice if it was drawn, but it's not good in like action. Like
The eyes are like yellow. What the fuck? They're made from like sunglasses. It's horrible.
Joe was a great villain. Electro in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2: Rise of Electro.
Yeah, that's what they called it in Australia.
It's just Jamie Foxx really just steals the show in that movie.
Yeah, no,
It's
it does.
amazing
Especially
how
when
bad
that
he
song
was.
comes on when he's in Times Square.
Oh,
It's like, lie to me, cry.
He is my enemy. Down, down, down.
By Pharrell Williams, I think. Oh,
Oh man, and then like he did it with Hans Zimmer, and I remember when that came out, and I was like, how could a soundtrack be so bad with Hans Zimmer? And then I found out that Pharrell actually like was the forefront of it, and he was actually the lead.
it's not even that awful.
Hans-
who cast Jamie Foxx as a fucking villain? Like,
What?
why?
He's a great actor.
Great actor. He's a great
Yeah, but
villain.
He's an
not
Oscar winner.
as him as Electro.
He's an
though.
yeah.
Oh, not as Electro, but like take Baby Driver. He's the villain of Baby Driver.
I get that, but it's just like he just
Amazing
fit
movie.
Electro.
like It's not his fault. It's just
Yeah,
the whole
it's not his
direction. Everything is just bad.
Like, look at his fucking costume design when he's just normal Jamie Foxx. And he has, like, balding hair, and it's like,
Yeah, it's
what?
disgusting.
What is
It's
this?
just a weird casting, in my opinion.
Oh, it's a weird movie. The Green Goblin looks fucking weird in it.
Oh, it's just dumb.
James Gunn
He's
is
just
the
like a
answer or
fucking
iteration.
he's just like an acne-filled version of fucking James Franco in Spider-Man 3. That's basically all he is. It's so lame looking. I don't know. And the Rhino looks stupid in that.
Oh man, it looks terrible. It's horrible because it's the suit, the whole suit, and then it's just what's his name, Paul Giamatti's face just CGI'd onto it, and it just looks terrible.
You know the way we never see what happens in that fight against him and Rhino?
Hmm.
I like to imagine he died.
Who?
Spider-Man. That's why there's never a third Spider-Man. Like in like 20 seconds he gets stabbed with the Rhino horn.
Saves the kid. And then
Yeah.
It's just like the after credit scene.
So that is my, you know.
Alright,
Until-
we're kind of sidetracking a bit here, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's fine. Alright, let's go forward with The Incredible Hulk. I haven't seen this film in
I'm not
years.
talking about it.
I remember it being
Camera
bad.
ranting.
My brother likes it and my mother liked it.
Oh no, it's so boring. It's so boring. But I liked Ed Norton as Bruce Banner.
He's a different. I don't even know if it's canon because he's such a different character from the Mark Ruffalo one.
I think he's a much better actor than Mark Ruffalo as well.
How dare you? Mark Ruffalo suits that role really well.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not a fan.
All right, you need to.
Eric Bana was better than bloody.
Wow, that is a. Jeez, that is a
Is
bold
that
claim.
Ang Lee's Hulk?
Yeah, it is.
What a
2003.
movie.
It's great. No, I'm only joking. No, the things I like about the Incredible Hulk, I like the Hulk's design.
What?
I do, yeah.
Sit down so the mic can hear you properly.
I like the Hulk's design a lot. And I like the action scenes.
Hulk's design is shit. It's so ugly.
No, I think it's nice, the kind of anime kind of look off him. I think that's pretty cool.
Fucking weeb. No. I've heard Orange is a good anime. Do you know about that? Orange, and what's the other one?
Hentai?
What?
That's it. Orange and Hentai. Are those good?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Orange. That you like anime, right?
I like Dragon Ball Z and all that, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were like proper into it. No, I just
Well,
keep.
I watched Berserk as well and One Punch Man. They're pretty funny.
Have you seen Orange?
Zarper?
Oh, well, not Berserk. That's so dark. One Punch Man is really funny.
Is it dark and epic, Matthew? How epic is it?
Kill yourself.
So epic.
Fortnite
Fortnite is epic.
Please open the
Just
window.
take your shirt off.
No, I'm not taking my shirt off. Please open the window.
You might have body
Thank you
dysmorphia.
so
leave
much.
him alone.
Body dysmorphia.
Is it not body dysphoria?
I don't think it matters. No, its design's ugly as fuck. I like the Mark Ruffalo design in Avengers, the one the most. Of any Hulk design, the first Avengers is the best one.
Mm.
Including future films in the MCU.
I
Except for
think in the
Ragnarok when he
MCU,
has a nice
Endgame
ass.
is the best look.
Oh,
He is
I
a...
think...
he's got a nice
got
ass.
quite a peachy
Actually,
after
no.
Ragnarok to come out.
I don't know. I think the Incredible Hulk design's nice. I think it's nice. I like it.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah, so...
Thanks.
You know. I'm taking back what I said earlier, that I think everyone's opinion is justified, and I don't care. I do care you're wrong. Your opinion's wrong.
Has Macho ever had a right opinion?
I do not think so. We'll find out when we get to Captain Marvel.
Find out next time.
Oh, God. Oh, come on. I want to get to Captain Marvel.
Okay, 2 down, 21 to go. Iron Man 2. I haven't seen this in ages.
I really like Iron Man 2. It's basically the exact same movie as the first one, but I think it's good. I like it.
You know what I have seen, though, recently?
What?
The scene at the racetrack where he takes the suit out of the briefcase.
Yeah, that's great.
That's great. That's really good.
But like the villain again is just terrible.
Do you know what I think is great? Elon Musk in that film.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he has a little cameo in it too.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I like War Machine in it. I like his design.
I think
Probably the best
movie
War
has
Machine
like
in it.
so much talent, but it just falls
I
flat.
like his design. What happened to Terrence Howard?
I meant the costume, but sure.
Maybe next time. Baby.
Yeah, no,
No.
he's an infinitely better roadie. Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah,
He's so much better.
I really like.
Apparently he was cast because no one would know the difference. Which is so racist. It
It
is
was cast
unbelievable.
because they saw Crash, and Crash like pet movie all the time.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I really enjoy Iron Man 2.
Jeez,
The best
Crash.
scene in Iron Man 2 is probably the scene in the courthouse at the start of the movie. That's so good.
I can't remember it.
Isn't he
it's
alcoholic in the movie?
No, he's just
That
depressed
was a
because
big Iron Man
he's
storyline in, was it the 70s or 80s? He became an alcoholic, made him relatable. Because after Spider-Man came out, they were kind of like, oh shit, characters need to be relatable. I've been reading a lot of the old Spider-Man stuff from the 60s. It really holds up. It's great. It's so cheesy. I love it
Nerd.
so much. Yeah, I am a nerd. It's an MCU. What are you talking about? I'm like, it's a one-off special from my wrestling podcast to talk about superhero movies.
Pretty nerd, you know?
I'm not a nerd. What are you? You're sitting behind a Star Wars Episode 7 poster.
Probably the worst Star Wars movie.
What?
Oh.
Have you not seen Attack of the Clones?
I think that's a really good movie.
Wow.
I'm just trying to annoy you. Alright, yeah,
Oscar
Iron Man
Isaac's
2, I
really
think it's
good.
really enjoyable though. I think it's better than Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
The first
Nah, I
two,
disagree with that.
I think the first two are better than Iron Man 3. I just didn't like the whole, I like Tony's arc in Iron Man 3.
Okay.
But the whole Mandarin situation, I didn't like that.
I like the Mandarin stuff. We'll get to that soon as we move on
Like
to...
everything just has
Okay.
to be taken the mick out of in the MCU. Like I appreciate that there's comedy and all that, but they're just in that one. I think it's just shoehorned.
Well, we're getting a proper Mandarin soon.
Yeah, I know.
Shang-Chi. But we'll talk about Phase 4 at the end of this.
Right, what's next?
Next is Thor, the first Thor.
Woo!
Thor is boring. Changed
Thor.
my mind.
Thor 1 is my favorite Thor.
You're an idiot. You're genuinely stupid.
Alright, thanks.
Just doesn't do anything in the first movie. For
This,
anybody.
by the way, this is the part where I was like, I'm only joking when I say people are wrong.
No, I really enjoyed the first
But I'm
Thor.
not joking. You're wrong.
Okay. The first hour of the movie, I think, is perfect Thor, like, comic accuracy.
But
I
it's
think
boring. It's
No, I
not.
don't-
He's so boring in it.
I don't-
And he
I
has
don't
blonde eyebrows.
think-
It's
That's how
so
does that make the movie
distracting.
bad?
It's so distracting.
No, but no, I think it's really enjoyable.
Oh, my dog's barking. I'm gonna close the window.
No, just pull it a bit even. Oh no.
No, it's so boring. I like Loki in it, but Thor is so boring.
No, I think it's a really good one.
And he has like the girlfriend who like thinks Mjolnir is named Mew Mew, and I'm like, I get it.
That's
You
not his
can't.
girlfriend, that's
No,
condensed.
his girl's friend.
Oh.
And I'm like, ugh. And Natalie Portman's boring in it. It's not. They have Anthony Hopkins, and he doesn't steal the show.
Because
Because
have Hannibal Lecter, and you don't do anything with Hannibal Lecter.
you have Ford from Westworld, and they don't.
I get what they were going for, like that way it was Thor, get Kenneth Branagh on, make it a Shakespearean and all that shit. But
Yeah, it
it
doesn't
just
work
isn't.
particularly well.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Except you.
Thanks.
The action isn't very good. It's not particularly
No,
funny. It's constant Dutch angles all the time. Have you
Yeah, I
have you
know,
seen it
yeah.
recently?
No, never. It's just
Yeah,
It is
there's a lot of
tilted
it.
the entire time. It's ridiculous.
another one.
That's a good joke. Another, and then he smashes it over there.
I love it. I think Thor is a really good arc in that movie. Though. Like compared to, like, I know the way you say Ragnarok is like the best. But
It's
I
the
don't
best
really,
Thor.
I don't really think he has an arc really at all in Thor Ragnarok.
He does. He learns like, hey, you don't need this hammer to be worthy. You yourself is game. Your power comes from within. That sort of thing. It's not outside the stuff that makes you good. It's yourself. It just like the Thor 1 arc is really obvious.
What?
It's like you don't have to think about it at all. It's just like, oh, he redeemed himself. Now he's worthy. Whereas the Thor 3 one, I don't know. You got to think about it.
No, it's not just that. It's like he has to learn to adapt to survive when he realizes he's a normal guy, and he has to learn to care for people and all, because when he was on Asgard, he was just a selfish cunt, and he just didn't care for anyone at all. Like,
It's pretty generic.
and he just but I think it's
I don't know.
really
And
nice.
even like you could make
Because
you
it's-
could make the most deep and meaningful song in the world. If it's not enjoyable to listen to, I don't give a shit.
But
You know,
like the
I think
way
it's that type of thing.
he has to redeem himself and all, because and like the point that he's a god and all, and we all see gods as perfect, but he's a really flawed god, which I really liked about it, and he has to change himself and come back better. And then when he goes into Avengers, then I think he's one of the best characters in the movie.
The first Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's great in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Avengers 2 is shit though.
Everyone's shooting Avengers. Well,
Yeah.
apart from RDJ and Chris Evans.
Well, they're just great all the time.
Yeah, that's just.
And Aaron Taylor Johnson, who plays.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh,
what's up,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys seen The Cat in the Hat starring Mike Myers?
Oh, beautiful.
It is so
Such a-
fucking funny.
Because it's so bad.
It's incredible. Shut up.
I used to have nightmares about that movie. No, because
Me
Mike
too,
Myers'
I'm not in it.
face
It's
and
just so
him dressed
weird.
up as a cat just freaked me out, man. It just looked so weird.
And you're doing like an 8-part series on green eggs and ham.
What? An 8-part series? Wow. Alright, look, if you have the story, feel free. Green Eggs and Ham was my favorite to read.
I just didn't read
Right.
one of those shows.
What are you doing? Matthew's lying on the floor.
Yeah, it's so much more relaxing. Right, well, next one. We talked enough about Thor.
I don't know. I don't think you never.
There's a
talk
reason
enough
why
about
the other
Thor.
Thor Ragnarok had to do get rid of half the characters.
Literally, Thor Ragnarok is the movie that people were like, "Oh wait, Thor's a good character," and now he's people's favorite. He's a lot of people's favorite.
He's my favorite.
Up until that movie, if you asked me who the Trinity of Marvel were, I'd be like, Iron Man, Captain America,
Scarlet Witch.
and Scarlet Witch, everyone's favorite. Scarlet Witch and Vision are probably the two best characters. All right, next up, it was in 2011. It was like how many months after Thor? It was like only a couple months after Thor. July 22nd, we had Captain America, the first Avenger, but Captain Marvel was the first Avenger. They retconned it. Because at the end of Captain Marvel, she has like a thing on the side of her plane and like a picture of it that says like Avenger or something.
Oh, she does, yeah.
Yeah, and then Samuel L. Jackson's like, So she's the first Avenger, kind of. She like made the Avengers.
Yeah. But
That's
he was
kinda
the
like-
first member of the Avengers.
Sure, okay, fine. I get you could kind of say that. I don't know. But
I really enjoy it. It's
It's a good villain.
the only thing is
The first
Steve
half is
Rogers
very good.
is so boring. He's such a boring character, which they fixed a lot in the
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
no,
Steve
I think
Rogers-
I think it's a Jon Snow situation where he starts off boring, but every time you see him, you like him more and more. You just get more respect for him.
Fucking was shag Jon Snow, if I could.
Kit Harington's a good-looking guy.
Hey.
I don't like him with the longer hair though. I like him with just short.
I like the beard.
The beard's nice. I wish I could grow a beard. I don't think I would grow a beard because I don't think it would suit me. But I like the option, you know.
Yeah.
I wish the hair
It'll
on my
attract
face
so
would
many
grow as
more
fast.
women, you know.
I don't need that. The charm does
Don't
that.
need women, man.
I
I'm
just-
my own man.
I tell them about the wrestling podcast, and they come. they run. Yeah, no, I wish the hair on my face would grow as fast as the hair on my dick.
Alright, I think we're
Cutting
into
that
the
one
zone.
out.
I think we're going past
I'm
that
not.
line.
I'm editing it up. So far, I'm proud of you guys. Nothing's being cut out.
Wait, where you take off your t-shirt.
Yeah, but we didn't know that happened until you just said it. So I've unbuttoned my shirt.
Yeah, but the thing I don't like about the first Avenger is, do you know when there was like the
Sit down.
montage of him?
You mean the
Keep
best
cutting
part of
it
the
in and
movie?
out if you keep moving like that.
No, the montage of him going to battles and all that.
Yeah.
I think that looks terrible.
It doesn't look amazing.
It doesn't
But
look
the
good at
second
all.
that ends, the movie massively dips.
Oh yeah, the whole final act I think is
It's not the best.
pretty shit.
But just like the montage of him when he's like the girls are like singing the song and he's going to each state. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's a fucking catchy song. It's really well done. It's well shot. All the transitions are good and it tells a great story and it's interesting. I love it so much.
I feel like him and Peggy don't have any chemistry though in the
Not
movie.
really, no.
They don't have any chemistry
Yeah.
whatsoever. That's why like
Full spoilers for every movie here, by the way.
that's why I didn't feel
I was just about to mention something about Endgame and I was like, oh wait, I should have said that up top.
Fifth movie in,
Yeah.
spoiler
Yes,
alert.
that-
Spoiler alert for
Spoiler
everyone.
alert. That's why I feel that it didn't really live up to it in Endgame when he goes back for like his dance.
I love that
because
line.
like she
I didn't mind it, but having watched Avengers, like first Avenger, like afterwards, I was like, oh wow, they don't.
they
Yeah.
don't have any chemistry. So if they had better chemistry, it would have been so much more like, oh yes, he got it. He's got his dance and all that.
I'm
It
still
was-
happy
it was-
for him. For him.
Yeah,
anyway,
it was
but-
still like,
was a
that's
perfect
nice,
ending in my
you know.
opinion.
But it wasn't like, oh my god, you know.
Yeah. I like Howard Stark in it. He's alright.
He's
He's
okay.
basically just Tony Stark, but he's good.
Is he played by?
I don't know, but he looks
Um,
exactly like Robert Downey
oh,
Jr. It is shocking.
I think it's Dominic Cooper. Could be
Yeah,
wrong.
That's
That's
his
it.
name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Tommy Lee Jones is good in it.
Yeah, he's alright.
And what's his name that plays the Doctor? I think he's
Ooh, I know who you're thinking of, but he's good, yeah.
Frick.
I like
He's-
the
I think
scene where
he's-
they're eating, where he's interrogating him. And
Yeah.
he brings in food and he's like, I was going to feed you, but I'll have the steak if you want. Or whatever.
I think he's the best part of the film though for the short time he's in it. He's really, I think he's really powerful in it, and his
Fair enough.
inspiration towards Captain America and all, it's great.
I don't like the way Bucky dies. It kind of means nothing.
Oh, it looks terrible as
if-
well. He's
if-
just like,
yeah,
ah!
he falls off the train. If I wasn't into comics and shit, I would not have picked up, like, and I watched these as they were coming out. When he gets revealed in the Winter Soldier, I'd be like, who? Who the fuck is Bucky? I would not remember him at all. It is weird. I don't know.
Well, they had flashbacks before, I think, in the Winter Soldier. I think
They do a bit.
Did
I don't know. They have like smaller flashbacks. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Michael
He
just
hit
hit
me
me.
with a pen.
I did not.
Alright,
Stop.
So,
Stop
yeah, and I
spanking
think
me.
for Hugo Weaving, I think for Hugo Weaving being such a good actor, he's not good as Red Skull. I didn't think he was great at all.
He's very cheesy. He is chewing that scenery.
Like the villains in the first phase,
And the second phase.
apart from Loki,
Jeff
are
Bridges.
just
Apart from Loki.
terrible.
Yeah. It is not until, let me look, that phase 3. It is not until maybe wow, okay, there's no consistent string of great villains. But they get better following like Spider-Man Homecoming.
And Doctor Strange,
Jeez.
Jumandu.
Dr. Dormammu? Jumandu? Thought you were saying Jumanji or some shit.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
Jumanji!
I'm really. I'll wait till we get to Doctor Strange to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything else to say about the first movie?
So I remember back in like third year maths after seeing like Doctor Strange, he starts talking to fucking Mr. O'Shea about it.
When? When did I say that?
I was like, I really like the scene where with the Wi-Fi passcode.
Wait, what?
Like one of the weaker jokes in the movie. That and the Beyonce one.
I can't remember
I
talking
remember
to Mr.
this.
O'Shea about that.
Mr. O'Shea's a teacher in our school.
Yeah.
For reference. I'm not going to cut this
And
out.
he lives at. No, I'm just kidding.
His home address is. Oh, no. Yeah. First
That's-
Avengers good, falls apart in the third act, like
Yeah,
a lot of these.
We haven't really rated any of these movies out of 10, have we? Should we probably go back and rate them out of 10 as we go along?
Alright, okay. Iron Man, I'd give that a 6.5.
7.
I'll give it an 8.5.
Hulk, no rating, because I haven't seen it
0.
recently.
I'll give it a 5 because I like the Hulk stuff in it, the
Right.
Hulk battles. You know.
Iron Man 2,
5.
7.
I haven't seen it recently, so I'm going to pass. Thor, I'd give maybe a 4.
7.5. I'll give it.
Go ahead, Michael.
Just because of Natalie Portman, I'll give it a 2.
Jesus, 2 is really low. isn't
She's
it?
that bad? Wow, wow. For reference, a 6 for me is good. 3 stars is good, you know.
I think that's for everyone.
Thanks.
Okay, good. And then 5 is like perfectly average. Just to be clear, because stuff like games, if you get like less than an 8 when it comes to a game,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a totally shit game.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Captain America,
I'll give that a 6.
probably give it a 7.
I'll give it a 7 because that was like the first Marvel movie I saw that kind of got me interested in.
Wow, nostalgia goggles. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
What a pussy.
Let's go.
Now we get to a
Avengers.
Phase 1
Woohoo!
finale. Yeah, it's Marvel's The Avengers, or as they
what
call
a
it here in
movie.
Europe, Avengers Assemble.
Wow.
What a
You're
movie, man.
I
It's
just
It's
mean
fantastic
Captain America's
movie.
It's
suit
just
in this
brilliant.
movie is just astonishing.
In my
It's-
opinion, the best movie in the MCU. It's
Like-
shot like a TV show. That's the one flaw.
I don't think anybody think it would be. Nobody saw it being as good as it was because
Oh, no.
with that many characters in it. Like,
Which is crazy to say now.
yeah,
After Endgame.
Infinity War, how well they did that with that many characters
Yeah.
in it. It was just ridiculous.
And then at the time, people were like, well, 7 characters, that's impossible. You can't
Yeah.
juggle that.
You can't do that shit. Man. But they pulled it off perfectly.
Yeah. The only film to do it better was probably Justice League, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, you know that.
let's get into the movie that gave me a headache when I finished watching it. It literally did.
You just come out of the cinema with a nosebleed.
It was such a
Like
shit
11.
experience.
Ah!
Why is there a Russian family in the middle of a fucking fight scene in the movie?
Joss Whedon actually added that in. I don't know what the
Don't
fuck
like
he was
it.
thinking.
You know what I did like in that? When Flash saved the Russian family and he's happy about himself.
Dostoevsky?
And then in the background it shows like fucking Superman
yeah.
lifting an entire apartment block of
It's
people.
just-
I like that.
The
It looks
the
like-
final trailer for that movie is better than the whole movie. Do you know the trailer at the start where it's just Lois Lane walking out?
No!
I remember.
Oh, I watch it all the time.
Remember in fucking
Memories.
music editing or something, Matthew was just watching the trailer like
I
every
remember
5
this,
minutes.
Yeah. It was like constant.
Wait, where?
in
like
in
music
school, we had a
editing.
class called music editing. And I'd like, me and Matthew didn't know each other then. But I just remember looking over to him, like, because it was on a computer.
Yes.
And he'd always be watching the trailer.
Don't walk,
For
man.
which one?
For Justice League.
Yeah, because I was so for that movie. I was just wanted it to be good so much, and then I saw the movie and I was like, fuck.
It just wasn't on that Suicide
Like
Squad
the
level
second
as
the
I knew it could have been.
movie, the second the movie started with Superman's mustache, I was like, oh fuck's sake.
Ben Affleck just didn't want to be in the movie.
No,
He
did
looked-
not.
He looked really unwell in it. He looked as if he was on the gargle again.
He was.
He was.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like, it was so sad.
Jeez.
I think I cried in the movie because.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
No,
Alright,
I believe
we
you.
need to talk about the Avengers. Come on.
Yeah, the best MCU film. It is so funny.
I disagree.
It is so tightly structured. The dialogue is fucking amazing. Everything happens for a reason. It flows. It's paced so well. It just, as far as a superhero movie goes, it is basically
Conflict
perfect.
that they go through the whole movie is brilliant. Arguably the best scene in the movie when they're all arguing
Yeah.
in the what room is it? I don't know. Iron Man and Hulk's lab.
Yeah,
In it when they're arguing and
the
then
Science Bros.
Oh, it's so good that scene.
And just like the way it goes from, like, put on the suit, get out the shield.
Yeah.
And then like there's an
so
explosion
good.
and he's like, put on the suit, get the shield. Oh!
Have you ever seen the behind the scenes of that scene?
No.
It's like Joss Whedon. It was going really well, and he just cut in, and they were all like fighting,
Peters!
and then Joss Whedon just walks in, and he just goes like, "Stop fighting, please."
That's funny.
That's so good.
Oh, funny he wasn't weird or like he cheated on his wife or whatever.
Yeah, but Loki as well, really a
Such
step
a
up
great
from
villain.
Thor
Yeah.
1
That's
performance
Villain-wise,
wise.
probably the best villain.
Yeah, Joss Whedon really is the villain of the MCU.
No, Loki!
No, he's definitely in top 3 or top 5 for me.
And he just gets better. He's one of those villains that seems to get better every time you see him.
Like in Thor 1, he was like, "Oh God, he's good," and then in Avengers, he was, "Oh my God, he's
He's
so
really
good."
Yeah.
brilliant in Thor 2.
Him coming out at Comic-Con dressed as Loki and everyone lost their mind.
Remember after the Amazing Spider-Man 1, they were asking a fan in the audience, and it's just Andrew Garfield. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I just wanted to."
And
Yeah,
probably
that was-
about 6 people were like, "It's Spider-Man!" And everyone else was like, "Who?"
Who's this
The
guy?
guy from Social Network?
Star of the Social Network, Andrew Garfield.
So at the end of the day,
Star of Silver Lakes, Andrew Garfield.
Where's Jesse Eisenberg?
Oh, jeez.
anything else to say about it?
The shot, the obviously iconic shot of them standing in a
Oh.
circle.
And the score.
Oh.
Oh, I'll never forget that, man. Those.
Maybe the best line in the whole film, Hulk just being like, "That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry." And punching the fucking giant worm.
Well,
thing.
that's a gripe. Captain America's suit is a piece of shit in that movie. It's disgusting.
The helmet's disgusting. When he takes the helmet off, it's fine. I don't mind it. I think it's alright. It's a bit overly blue, but it's fine. But
Hulk.
just him,
Smash.
I'm always angry.
And when he says Hulk smash, and he's like,
That's like really
and when he
interesting
open
quotes.
hand claps a ship and just, oh, it's so good.
It's
I bring the party to you.
I don't see that at the party.
Iron Man like going up, just, like shooting stuff in space and then falling back, and Hulk catching him midair.
I thought he died.
Yeah,
And, like, I remember they traumatized me when I was like 11 or 12. I was like, Iron Man's dead? No.
But,
not my favorite character.
What was the post-credit scene for that?
Shawarma,
Shawarma and
Yeah.
the Thanos.
Thanos, Thanos reveal,
Remember the...
and I'm pretty sure I was like, "Is that Darkseid?" Fucking retard.
But remember when all the rumors like Spider-Man's gonna appear, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is gonna appear in this Avengers
Well,
movie.
they wanted to add the Oscorp building from the Amazing Spider-Man into the skyline, but they didn't have enough time to do it, and I'm fucking glad because
Imagine that, Jesus.
But at the end of the day, I would give Avengers 1 8.5 out of 10.
I'd probably give it a 10, but
Whoa, jeez, that's like perfect. That's
Yeah, I know.
damn perfect.
that's so I'm probably 9.5, I guess.
7.9.
Really?
Yes.
Are you really gonna do that?
That is very specific, but fair enough.
Right,
It's not
Um,
5 and 8.
now
What
we're
is
just
an
about
8? What is an 8 then?
and now we were on. Phase
I'll
two.
get
Thor
there.
2.
What did Phase 2 start with?
Phase 2 began with Iron Man 3, and people were buzzing for this because he's the highlight of
Because
probably.
the trailers were amazing.
They looked really dark, and he's the highlight of Avengers, and it made like $1 billion. It made it a lot of fucking money.
What did it?
Yeah.
That made 800.
No, it
million.
made a lot.
Well, I was disappointed with it, and anyway.
A lot of people were because of the Mandarin twist, where you find out the Mandarin isn't actually the Mandarin. It's not Ben Kingsley. He was just someone who thought he was acting the role. Which Ben Kingsley is retarded. I think it's a good twist. I think it's funny. I think it's clever. It's different, and we're getting a proper Mandarin later. So who gives a shit? You know.
Yeah, like Tony Stark's whole arc in it is the best thing about the movie.
I'm not overly fond of his suit, the gold one.
The suit.
The suit.
But the
gold
whole
suit. It's not that nice.
the whole thing with the kid and all just didn't make any sense to me. I thought that was stupid.
Well, you love kids, so it's weird that wouldn't make sense.
Pedophile joke. Took us
That one-
45 minutes.
It did. It took us 50 minutes to make a Matthew's a pedophile joke based on Matthew's history with children. Anyway, you were going to say something about Michael?
I'm very biased towards this movie because I love Shane Black. With a
Yeah.
passion.
Do you?
So, like-
the franchise killer, aka Shane Black.
The franchise killer.
Yeah, like he killed Predator as well.
I mean,
He kind of
like,
just like he basically
Kiss Kiss Bang
killed
Bang.
Red, what? He killed Predator and he just like stamped on its face like so much like down. It was horrible.
I remember enjoying this movie though, but I haven't seen it a long time, so I'm not going to give it a rating. Matthew, what is your rating for
Um,
Iron Man 3?
I'll probably give it a 5 or 6.
How about you?
Give it an 8.
Yikes.
Wow. So this is what an 8 is. We found out. Just slightly better than Avengers, I
Oh
guess.
no, this one I'll give it a 10.
Damn. Thor: The Dark World. Thor
Oh
2.
yes!
I prefer this over the first Thor. Do I? I can't remember. I watched it once and I remember being like, that was much better than I thought it would be. It went fast. So I'll give this one a 5. I don't like Natalie Portman's friends in it, again. I don't like Thor in it particularly. I like Loki. I like the post-credit scene where he reveals that he's Odin. I don't like Christopher Eccleston in it, and I did Christopher Eccleston. He's the Ninth Doctor. I'm a big Doctor Who boy. I love Doctor Who. This guy was one of the Doctors, and they do nothing with him, and it's very frustrating.
So Loki was Odin in Thor: The Dark World. And
At
only
the
revealed-
very end, Loki
Yeah.
takes over from Odin. We don't exactly know when it happened, but we just know that it happened.
I remember.
There's a
I can't
long way
really.
into
I haven't
Ragnarok
seen
time.
it since I saw the movie 6 years ago. But I
Really?
remember
Wow.
coming out and just being just like. Oh
That was
no.
amazing!
No, I was just like so bored the whole movie, and I came in and I was like, that was horrible.
Yeah. And it has one of the Infinity Stones in it as well,
Yeah.
which is a pity.
How does it end up inside Natalie Portman? I just can't remember.
She touches it, and it's goo, so it goes inside her.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That goes inside her.
Sexist
Sperm joke.
jokes.
Semen joke.
Matthew knows a lot about sperm.
I'm just reading on this one.
It's not the best, but I don't remember it being the worst either.
I'd give it a 4 out of 10.
I'm not gonna give it anything. Can't remember. Can't be arsed with it.
You can tell how good it is because in Endgame they went back in time and they didn't do anything with it. They
They
totally
just took the piss out of it.
yeah, basically.
Right. What's next?
I
don't
wish
wanna
Thor
talk
was
about
fat
that.
in that movie.
I don't want to talk about that depressing shit anymore.
Next is what many people consider the worst MCU film. It goes to what many people consider the best one.
I can
Captain
say
America: The Winter Soldier.
the best.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
best.
You think it's the best?
It's
I
the
think
best
it's the
one.
best.
I think it's up there. It's
It's
great.
the best
I
film in the MCU, but Endgame is the best Marvel movie.
It's
you
good
know?
experience and it's epic.
It's fantastic, man. Like the whole, they made Steve Rogers interesting in it. They made him enjoyable to watch when he's on the screen.
The first Russo brothers Marvel film.
The
Yeah,
action's great. The storyline's great. Where like
The action is
America
fucking
has to go
great.
against the Americans.
It's
The
the be-
highway scene. Oh,
that's the best
a
action
great
scene in the MCU.
It's up
for
there,
me.
man.
The best one-on-one fight is definitely the Winter Soldier versus Captain
I'm
America.
trying to think of other one-on-one fights.
In what?
In the MCU.
Iron Man and Thanos.
Jeez.
That wasn't much of a fight.
Let me look at the other film and see what one-on-one fights are. Yeah, I guess it is the best one-on-one.
The
Wow.
Ant-Man and the Wasp fight scene is pretty good.
That is a great fight scene, but it's disqualified because of Wasp. If it wasn't for Wasp, that would easily,
Shit!
yeah.
Stop moving
I'm
around.
sorry,
You are fucking up
I
the audio.
can't. I'm sweating.
Just take off your shirt.
We're all guys.
You
here.
really want to say?
We're all bros, you know.
Take it off.
Oh, he's taking off his shirt. I didn't expect him
Oh,
to do that.
Jesus, come on. I'm not. All right. So yeah, Winter Soldier.
I don't like Scarlett Johansson's hair. Her hair changes in every film, and it's the one thing that annoys me. Her best hair is either in Endgame or Avengers 1, in my opinion. And this is like the weak point of hair.
Or
This
Civil
and
War.
Infinity
I
War.
like Civil War.
He was about to say something Matthew butts in just before.
What were you gonna say?
I think Robert.
But, like, the Winter Soldier.
Kill myself. I think Robert Redford's really good in this film as well.
Yeah, is this another one of those things where he was like, "Oh, this is gonna be my last film role," and then he does another film?
I think
It's happened like 3 times.
I don't think he's.
That was
been
the
in
same with
film
Daniel
since
Day-Lewis,
that,
though, to be
except for
fair.
Endgame.
He's going to another thing. He's playing himself in something. What is it?
You know he owns Sundance.
Does he? Wow, good on it. Sundance is a big thing, isn't it?
That was the same with Daniel Day-Lewis, though, wasn't it? He said he was going to retire so many times.
Yeah.
He only did
hasn't
it
said
though.
anything
He
since
only did it though
Daniel Day-Lewis.
recently after the.
Phantom Thread.
And me as well. The amount of times I've called up Breen and just screamed to him that I'm quitting the podcast.
Huh.
And then I have to do it the next week, you know.
But
It's
yeah.
absurd.
But Winter Soldier, yeah, solid movie. I'd give it
More
a
than solid.
9. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Give it an 8.
I can't really think of any flaws. I'm just gonna give it a 10.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. There doesn't have to be flaws. It can just be like, it's not perfect.
I just I remember seeing this. I think it was like the second Marvel film I was on in cinema. I'm just absolutely loving it. So again, nostalgia guys, go give it a 10.
I like the on your left stuff at the very start. That's good.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That was such a good way to start it.
Yeah.
On your left. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. On your left.
And now we have a
On your left, fucker!
we have a black Captain America as well,
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
and a female Thor.
We'll get to that later as well.
Next one.
Because I know someone who has thoughts about Black Captain America, and I know someone in this room who has thoughts about female Thor.
Who? Alright, next one.
The next is another arguably the best Marvel film, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I watched this 2 nights ago. It's fucking great.
It's
so
brilliant,
good.
yeah. It's really good.
Me-
I think
me-
the villain is pretty weak, though. I think Roland's pretty weak. in it.
Yeah, Roland's fairly shit, but whatever.
You know, for such like a odd cast to put together, they work so well.
They really do.
You know, like who would put Chris Pratt with a WWE star?
No,
Bradley Cooper. and
Batista's great though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't.
We've learned
I don't,
since this came out that
Yeah.
he's really
I don't
good.
like Drax.
Before that-
I'm not a big fan of Drax.
Drax isn't amazing in this. He's much better in Volume 2.
Yeah.
Because he's
But,
funny in that.
I
But
don't think. What's there much to say about this one? I don't really think
it's just really
Yeah,
interesting.
it's just solid. Like it's just a good movie.
It's just Bradley Cooper. It's always that. I don't know. Chris Pratt and Dave Batista.
It's really different from any MCU before it.
Yeah,
At this
what I
stage,
like
people
about it.
had started to wisen up to how an MCU film is and feels, and then this kind of changed it a bit.
I'd give it a 7.5.
Soundtrack's amazing as well.
I'd give it a 7.5.
I'd give it an 8.
I'll give it a 9.
I'm not the biggest Gamora fan. I like Rocket a lot. Groot dying is sad. Aw, poor Groot.
But then you get Baby Groot.
We do get Baby Groot. People do love Baby Groot.
Babe
but,
Ruth.
Yep. Babe Ruth, baseball
Banter.
player. I went to a baseball game. I went to 2. It's the most chill sport you'll
Did you
ever
go to New York?
Look, I don't talk about it much, but I did go to New York City. It's true.
Did you see Woody Allen?
I didn't see Woody Allen.
Did you even go to New York?
Did you
then?
see Spider-Man when he was in New York?
I saw some guy dressed as Spider-Man.
Did you get a picture?
So he was Spider-Man.
No.
Fake fan.
If you take a picture with them, they're like, "Now money, yes?" And I'm like, "Oh no." A guy tried to sell me a CD, and I was like, "No, I don't want it." He looked like Jamie Foxx, actually.
Is it Tame Impala?
I
Actually,
wish
we
I
went
would
to
have bought
see
it.
Tame Impala when
Tame
we
Impala
were
was
over
great.
there.
My favorite album of all time, Tame Impala Currents.
Jesus, that's yikes.
Well, it is the best album of all time.
Yeah. No.
If I had to choose between all of the MCU and Tame Impala Currents, I'd choose Tame Impala Currents.
So you're a fake fan.
Now let me throw one.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let
saying.
me throw in Suicide Squad there and see what you think.
Oh,
That
God.
complicates stuff a lot. I'd probably pick the MCU.
All my friends are
Mm.
heathens, tankheads. No. That's a terrible song.
Is that why you know all the words?
Wait for them to ask you who you know.
Shorty song. Fucking hate it.
Please don't make any sense.
Next movie.
I feel like there's probably more to say about Guardians.
Oh, it's just solid like I did.
Rocket's good in it. Rocket's funny. Rocket looks amazing visually.
Isn't
I
it?
think Marvel movies have gotten to a point where they think they can do a lot more with like CGI than they can, and it's not going to hold up well. I've noticed in Endgame, there's a bit in Infinity War, Spider-Man, there's a fair bit, like Far From Home. It's happening more and more, and this is around the point where they had perfected it. Stuff just looks real. It's shocking.
It's great voice acting by Bradley Cooper.
Really great voice acting.
Bradley, can you please open that window? Please, I'm dying here. I'm sweating. It's disgusting.
Just take off your shirt.
But why can't you just open the window?
Do it for the fans, Matthew. Put a picture of you up on the
Hannah could be
story.
watching.
And I could be watching.
I wish.
Hannah Montana. That's who we're referring to.
Yeah.
No one else.
Best, but what?
Now I don't have to. No, I don't have to edit it out. Fine. No, you have to sit down.
I will in a minute.
Ah, there's spiders there. No, I'm not. I don't like spiders. I'm not doing it. No, you're
Oh,
not.
the spider
Genuinely, you're
man.
not. I don't like spiders. I really
Oh my
don't.
god, just taking a break
Oh,
from the
it's
podcast
fine,
a minute
really.
while Kieran and Matthew have a little spot, you know?
I hate spiders. As much as I like Spider-Man, I hate spiders. We cannot do that. I'm sorry. He's taking his shirt off.
I'm not. I'm just.
He's raised it up like above nipple height. So he may as well have taken it off. He is
yeah.
so fat. What
Thanks,
is
man.
wrong with you?
You are the fattest guy in the room.
You need to work out.
Right. What's the next one? Come on.
Yeah, next is Avengers Age of Ultron. Easily the weakest Avengers film.
Just
Kinda
Whedon's best
boring.
movie.
I think it's the best Avengers movie.
It's
to
probably
be honest.
Joss Whedon's best movie, yeah.
I liked Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Who does he play?
Quicksilver.
Oh, wow. Didn't see that coming.
I feel like the way he's
Iconic.
got talent on just killing him.
It's gonna blow people's minds, like, after they've seen Black Panther, when they come back to this, and fucking Claw's in this.
Who?
Claw.
You
He has, like, the robot arm in Black Panther. Andy Serkis.
Oh, Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Who is
He's
up
in
to
that.
direct Venom 2, actually.
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah. Ultron cuts off his arm. That's how he
Apparently.
loses
Oh
it.
shit, he is.
Yeah.
And when they're with
See, this is what I just said!
when they're with Quicksilver and Wanda.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that bit.
And apparently Andy Serkis is going to direct the next Venom as well.
It's
The next
him.
Venom?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's him. The guy who I can't remember.
But I think Age of Ultron,
From
I
The
didn't
Office.
like it.
What's his name in The Office? Robert California from The Office plays
Yeah, he just cut
Ultron.
me off.
Ultron's a good villain. I like him.
No, he's easily the weakest thing about the movie, apart from Aaron Taylor.
I just think the way it's so brown and grey. It's the ugliest looking MCU film, probably. Well, it's up there. I haven't seen Thor in a while. Thor 2.
No, but I didn't like it when I first saw it, but upon second viewing and third viewing, I think I got to like it more. But it's still just okay. Like
I like it a bit less every time I see it.
it-
It has some amazing scenes. Do not
It
get
got-
me wrong.
it goes up in my estimates a bit more because of obviously Robert Downey Jr. and all that. If it wasn't for him, the movie would be just shit.
But just like when they're all in a circle trying to lift Thor's hammer, that's one of the best MCU scenes as a whole.
It's really cheesy, but it's good. It's really good.
It's cheesy, but it's so fucking amazing. All the stuff at the farm is good. The character development farm, they call it. That's all good stuff. The action's okay.
Made like $1 billion though still.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a sequel to Avengers.
Yeah.
And
And
the
they
MCU
ripped
just
off.
keeps getting bigger.
They ripped off the Spider-Man 2 train scene as well.
Did they? Just having an action scene that involves a train does not mean you're ripping it
No,
off.
because it was like Scarlet Witch was trying to stop it, and she's gone like.
Stopping a train is very common. The Incredibles did it.
Yeah, but who started it?
It's probably been around for years.
When did the Incredibles come out?
The Incredibles is 2004?
Yeah, they probably were making the
2006
Incredibles the same
maybe?
time as Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. But that's like a common thing. People have been doing that in media for years.
Do you ever see that video actually where it's like Scarlet Witch is trying to stop it, and then it's just Tobey Maguire in the back just tell everyone to hang on, and then he's stopping it as well.
Yeah, you
Oh,
showed it
it's
to me many times.
Many times. Yeah, but I think it's okay. Age of Ultron, I give it a
It's
6,
forgettable.
6.5.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 5. Purely because it's boosted by some amazing scenes, but most of it is... Eh.
4.
Whoa, Jesus, that's
Yeah.
low.
It's not low, though. We established in our ratings 4 is like just about not good.
Okay.
4 is not.
Like, I wouldn't choose to watch it again.
And then what
Next
finished
is
off Phase 2?
Ant-Man.
The best MCU film, arguably.
It's a good film. I enjoy it. It's a
With a
six,
solid
it's like a
performance
6.5.
by Michael Pena.
Michael Pena's funny in it. I don't know why you
The
don't
best
like
scenes
it.
in that film are the ones directed by Edgar Wright, and that's it really.
That's the thing. I want to see Edgar Wright's
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
If
I want to see
he
that
made
finish.
it, it would have probably been the best MCU film
It's like
at the time.
parts of it are great. I love the briefcase fight scene when they're falling from the sky,
I
which
can't
is
even
so
remember. I
clearly.
can't even remember, to be
It's
honest.
an Edgar Wright scene and it's great. Paul Rudd is really good in it. The villain's not very good. He's just Obadiah Stane,
It's just the opposite of what the hero is, basically.
which people complain about that a lot.
It's
But like,
Game-
does,
it's Game of Thrones.
does,
They're doing it in Black Widow as well.
Oh, can't be right.
The entire idea of the villain Taskmaster is that he
Every
can
villain
mimic
is that, like,
her like fight.
He's such a good villain though.
Is he?
Taskmaster.
Just every
really
villain
good.
MCU is rather they want to be a
Um,
Tony Stark or they just are the opposite
Yeah, that's the thing I don't like.
of the hero.
But Michael Douglas is like one of the best actors ever, and he's just so bad, like boring in Ant-Man.
I like his tank keychain. That was alright.
Okay.
Remember when he had a keychain of a tank, and then he's like, "This is a real tank," and they make it big,
Ah,
and they ride it.
I know. I think
you're right.
like all the films before that were just big ones that end up in the air fighting. Ant-Man's like nice and small.
Yeah.
It's just nice and chill.
That's something I like about it. It's very small scale. It's like Shazam.
Touch me up, Matchy.
And then I like I lost my train of thought. I think I'm having a stroke. What was I thinking? What did I like from it? No.
I like the whole I like the Thomas the Tank Engine.
I like the Ant-Man theme where it's like dum 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 dum.
No, it's a piece of shit. I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
I give it like a 6.5. It's enjoyable. It's good.
Paul Rudd, I'll have to give it a 9.
Paul Rudd is very good in it. In fairness.
Fucking love Paul Rudd.
He's a funny guy. Falcon in it. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. That's good fight scene. That's really interesting. It's a good way to bring in the MCU. Very forced, but I like it.
I like them. I like them like a Pena scenes.
The Michael Pena scenes are great. They're really funny. And Stan Lee gets a cameo in it. Oh, we haven't talked about the Stan Lee. Oh my gosh, we have to go back and talk about the Stan Lee cameos for every film.
Alright,
Go on.
no, we're not.
Go on.
Okay, in Iron Man 1, he is just he's at Tony Stark's thing, isn't he? He's at like a party. He doesn't really do much. In The Incredible Hulk, he drinks a drop of the Hulk's blood falls into a can of like soda. So Stan Lee drinks it. So presumably he dies of cancer. Iron Man 2, what's in that one? You've seen it.
Yeah, it's in the part where, do you know when it's like all first person and you're seeing it through Tony's perspective?
Not at all.
Alright, well there's a scene in Iron Man 2 where you see it through Tony's perspective when he's leaving the Stark Expo at the start. And then he just sees Stan Lee with like 2 women and he's meant to be like, what's his name? Hugh Hefner, he's basically meant to be him.
Yeah.
And he just goes like, "Oh, Larry!" And he's like shaking him and shit. It's really good.
In Thor, he has a pickup truck and he's trying to pull Thor's hammer out of the ground.
That's a good one.
That's a
Did it
decent one.
work?
Yeah. In Captain America: The First Avenger, they're doing a press conference and Captain America's supposed to come out and he's in the audience and he's like, "Is he late?" In the Avengers, he's talking about how superheroes can't be real, even though literally he lives in New York and there was just an alien invasion. Yeah,
Heroes, give me a break.
Yeah. I'm not overly.
I know what my favorite one is, but I'll wait for it to come up.
Iron Man 3. What's that one?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. Do you? No. Oh well. In Thor: The Dark
Whoopsies.
World,
I
what
don't know either.
you know?
Yeah,
Wow,
I
okay.
said my piece about Thor.
The Winter Soldier one.
I'm trying to.
I thought you could quote all of these movies.
No, what is the Winter Soldier? Shit.
You gotta look them up.
I think he's in. Is it when he goes to the Smithsonian?
Probably is.
Might be.
Just move on.
No, you know what? He's a janitor. Captain America
He
steals
is.
his old suit from
Oh,
the Captain America
yes,
Museum,
in the
and he's like,
Smithsonian.
"Oh, I'm so getting fired." For
Oh,
this.
you're a smart.
There you go. In Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket like calls him a creep because he's like with some younger women. And the Avengers: Age of Ultron one is arguably the best one because he drinks some. He's a veteran and he drinks some like Thor juice from Asgard, and then he gets all drunk and he's like, "Excelsior!" It's great. In Ant-Man,
He
he's
drinks
in
nectar
Michael Pena's
of,
thing.
nectar of the gods. That's what he drinks.
Nectar of the gods. Okay, next up we're starting off Phase 3 with a bang. We basically have Captain America 3: Civil War.
I didn't like this the first time I saw it.
It's okay. I like every time I see it, I like it a tiny bit more, but I didn't.
It's
love
not
it
as
when I
good
saw
as the Winter Soldier, but it's really, really good.
It is really good.
And it gave Spider-Man a really good introduction, and it really hyped me up for
it.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's great
And I
in
was
it.
let down.
For
massively.
something they added that was so last minute, he's
Yeah.
so great in it. Oh,
I would have liked though if they didn't show him in the trailers. Like
Yes.
you're just sitting in the cinema and then you just hear,
Yeah.
"Hey guys."
yeah, but he's in a scene before that.
Yes, still. Like,
The actual reveal, I
if
didn't
you
want to
sat
see
there
the
and you
suit.
saw Queens, New York come out, you'd be like, "What the fuck?
What the?
Oh my God, Peter Parker!"
Yeah, that's what I was like in the cinema when Black Widow goes to Tony. She goes,
I wish I didn't see a suit.
"Do you have a better idea?" And he goes like that. He just smiles, and then it's when your left hand's free.
It's a great song by Alt
and
J,
your
Left Hand Free.
grip. Oh, it's so good.
I'm
I'm home, mate.
Yeah, no, Captain America's great in this as well. I'm not
Great fight
overly fond
scenes.
about how Bucky focused it is. I like Bucky, but I kind of would have just preferred if this was Marvel's Civil War instead of Captain America 3.
But
But that's my
it's
opinion.
I think it's brilliant, and probably maybe my favorite scene is that chase scene when Bucky's trying to escape and Black Panther is just sprinting after
Nah,
him.
the airport scene's better, man.
It's one of
Kidding
the best scenes, man. It's probably the best scene apart from the airport scene, obviously. But like when Black Panther's just sprinting and Captain and they're just bolting past cars and they're just.
I feel like it's a weird introduction for Black Panther. He doesn't really get up to much, does he?
I think he
Wakanda
was.
forever.
I think he was really good in that in Civil War.
He didn't blow me away. He did not make me excited for Black Panther, which I did not see until like a year after it came out. I don't know if they can hear you. Michael is grunting. I think he's.
It's like one of those cases where I thought Doctor Strange was better in Infinity War and Endgame than he was in his own solo movie.
Oh, he infinitely was.
He really was.
But Black Panther is infinitely better in his own movie.
Don't freeze. I never freeze.
Oh, jeez.
That was a terrible line.
Who was the villain in Civil War?
In Civil War is Baron Zemo. He's going to be in the Bucky and Falcon show.
Man.
Talk about that soon.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie's solid. I'd give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8.
Give it a 7. I enjoy it.
Wow.
I think overall. Yeah. I don't like how young Aunt May is, but we'll get to that soon.
That's not good.
No, you know what?
Oh,
We'll get to that soon. I do like Mr. Tomei though. I like everything with Peter Parker is great. He's so good at it.
Yeah.
Come on, it's really good.
It's such a good introduction to that character.
I think that the Russos directed him better than John Watts did.
I'd say it's about even. The Russos arguably direct everyone better than their solo movies.
Yep.
You know? I'm not overly fond of the Vision and Scarlet Witch stuff. And I never liked that.
Witch.
She's perfectly fine. They are perfectly fine characters. Vision will never have a scene that is as good as him picking up the hammer.
What are they going to do with
Never
Vision in
gonna
the
happen.
show now? How are they
They're gonna bring him back. I think she's gonna go insane and try and bring him back. And because she kind of does that in X-Men stuff. She like almost destroys the universe, and Hawkeye dies because of it. And they have Hawkeye involved in her here, so they might want to do something like that. But also Hawkeye. Look, I don't fucking know.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into it, you bastard.
What's the next one?
Old boy. Yeah, good film.
gonna
I like
pass
when
it.
Ant-Man gets big.
I'm going to pass it. I'm so warm.
If we get you passing out on audio, this will be good. Be our
Ant-Man
highest
gets
rated
me
episode.
big.
Is there any spoilers on that window?
There probably is. Ant-Man gets me big.
Gets you what?
Fuck. Ant-Man gets me big. Oh fuck! It's a funny line.
Where's the third Ant-Man movie?
Well, apparently it might not be happening.
Yeah,
I wanted
thank
to
God.
happen, though.
Paul Rudd was like, "Can we please start a campaign to make Ant-Man 3?" And everyone was like, "Eh."
I'm down for Ant-Man 3.
I'm down for Ant-Man 3.
Kind of need one of those movies, just like relax and just watch it and not have to fucking worry about someone.
The end of the world. Or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
What do we have now?
Okay, next is Doctor Strange. Sorry.
Benedict Cumberbatch's accent in this is on point.
It is very distracting for the first few minutes. But
Hi,
you get used to
I'm
it.
Benedict Cumberbatch and I'm from
I'm
New
not.
York.
I don't believe in
Yeah.
chakras. That
I
line.
wouldn't chakras.
Yeah, that was in the trailer.
Magic tricks.
He's a very growly American voice. It's I don't know.
Just like
it's alright.
what? Nothing. Alright, yeah, it's pretty boring. This Mads Mikkelsen really
Don't you listen to
wasn't good in it.
Beyonce? Fuck off.
Mads Mikkelsen's definitely one of the best actors around at the moment.
But
and
he's
he
not
was
a good
really
film.
poor. Yeah, he was really
Yeah.
poor in this.
It's a pity.
But it's not his fault. It's the director's fault. I'd give this a 5. It's
Whoa.
pretty shit.
I like Dormammu stuff where it's like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Your mama come to bargain.
What was that?
Go to
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Dormammu,
It's me,
I've
Doctor
come-
Strange.
Okay, I like Sherlock. Okay.
Yeah, Sherlock's good. Half of it is good. The other
First
half
thing
is
they
bad.
When you talk about Sherlock with Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.
No,
That first
not
one was
very
really
actor,
good. I
Robert
didn't like
Downey
the second one though. First one's good.
It's alright. I guess, I don't know. I haven't watched the second one. I think I only got halfway through the first one and I was like, I'm okay with this. It's fine.
Right.
But I like Doctor Strange.
What's next? Guardians Volume 2.
Shut up. Doctor Strange is a 6.
I'll give it a 6 as well. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I gave it a 5.
What's his cameo? Oh shit! What's Stanley's cameo in Civil War?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, he's Tony Stank.
Stank.
Yeah. I don't like how no one died. I don't like how Rhodey
Do you
didn't
remember
die.
all these ones?
Yeah, I
Any
think
cameo
Rhodey
way.
should have died. Definitely
Instead he's
two
just
other
paralyzed.
Avengers movies.
I just want people to die in every movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I hope everyone dies. And I would like if they made a film where half the people died. You know, like they could just like click their fingers and half of them died. That would be good.
That'd be a great ending to one of them.
That would be an amazing ending. Think of what a cliffhanger it would be if they would do that. It's too bad Justice League did it. These bastards over at DC. They're too smart for Marvel.
Just have a
They
great,
just know what they're doing.
great movies.
Like, what a great ending to Aquaman, you know? When he snaps his
Yeah.
fingers and half the characters die. You can't wait for Aquaman.
Did you say
to-
Aquaman?
Aquaman, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Right, what's next? Guardians Volume 2.
What?
Guardians Volume
Wow.
2.
You're glad he did not hear you.
Guardians Volume 2 is
Okay,
a
Guardians of the
major
Galaxy
step
Part 2.
down from
It is.
Guardians 1.
Some of it's great. Some of it's funny.
Go
Drax
your
is
own
great.
way.
Soundtrack is great as well. Soundtrack does not dip in quality at all.
Michael Rooker's really good in this as well.
Michael Rooker. He's Mary Poppins, y'all. Get it? Because Mary Poppins is a woman.
The villain was a lot better than
Imagine
all of
being a woman.
Smart old
That
man.
would be amazing.
Ego was really good now, I think.
Kurt Russell's good.
Listen,
Kurt Russell's very good in it. That was like one of the better, like, that was when all Marvel villains were shit. So Kurt Russell was like he's actually a good one. Ego. And like now we can go back and we can be like, he's not the best villain. He's just
Pretty
alright.
good.
But at the time, Ego is a great villain. I don't like the Gamora and Nebula stuff.
Yeah, I was watching that as well. I was watching that like I think I watched it like 2 days ago. Skip through all those scenes.
They are the weakest part of any film they're in. They are easily. We will get to it. They are easily the weakest part in Endgame. What? What did you say?
I like Nebula in Endgame.
Talk about that too.
and the whole opening scene at the Guardians 2 with Baby Groot dancing, that's really good.
Sniffing your own socks, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, Matthew, stop it.
Yeah, funny. I'd give Guardians 2 a 6.
I'd give it a 6. Yeah.
6.5.
Ooh,
He wants to be edgy.
I don't like the gold people.
I'm quirky.
Yeah,
Oh, and Stanley's a watcher in this, that's a good guy.
Sylvester Stallone's in this movie.
Yeah, he is. So I guess he'll be a bigger part in Guardians.
so is
3.
Michael Rosenbaum, actually.
Who's he?
He plays Lex Luthor in Smallville.
You and fucking Smallville.
Ah, it's a great show.
Never watched it.
But,
Gotham's probably better as far as prequels to.
Funny.
People
so-
love Gotham, man.
No, Smallville's better.
Have you watched Gotham?
I watched the first season and I was just like, eh.
Yeah, apparently it gets better in the second season though. And it kicks off.
Right, what's next? Or I sweat today.
Shut the fuck. I like Mantis a lot. She surprised me. She's good. Baby Groot, he's funny. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
People like Baby Groot. They didn't overdo him. I thought they were gonna overdo him.
I just really like Rue in the first one, and he's the next one was like woo woo woo.
Yeah. Matthew just faked taking a selfie for some reason.
You're cutting that out.
I'm not cutting that out. I don't
right.
understand why you did it.
Spider-Man
He took
Homecoming
a fake
next.
selfie to send to all his fake friends.
Yeah, but I genuinely like he did the motion as if he was taking a selfie, but we could clearly see his screen that he was not taking a picture.
Shit.
The idea that Matthew cannot sit still for like an hour.
No,
is insane.
it's not possible to sit down in a really warm.
Yeah, but your
room.
audio's keep
We're
going
doing.
in and out.
Me and Michael have not stood
You're
up
wearing
once.
shorts. The both of you are wearing shorts. You have like your top off.
Yeah, take your top off.
No. Taking my top off in a
Whole
foreign
podcast
household.
is you asking things.
That's the title of it. The Holloway Wrestling
Matthew,
Podcast,
take your top
episode
off.
9. Take your top off.
Alright, what's next?
Show me
Spider-Man
them
Homecoming!
boobies. Boobs are good. Ass is better. Hot
I
take.
agree.
Alright,
There we go. We're in the age of ass, I believe. Eating ass. Eating ass is great, isn't it?
Michael Pena. Chips!
Everybody's eating ass these days.
Wait, what about hygiene? Oh, you just clean it up later.
Clean up later. Wouldn't you clean
Yeah,
up
that's
before?
what he says in the movies.
Wow, that's funny. That's a funny one.
Right, Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Margaret, how's your mother?
What, is that it? Oh yeah, it is.
Stanley's
That's
cameo.
Stanley's line.
I
Yeah.
love it so much.
That's a good cameo. This is a very good film. This is one of the better MCU films, I think. This is like an 8. I think it's funny. It's a great atmosphere.
It was great the first time I watched it, and I don't think it has great rewatchability. I've watched it about 3 or 4 times since on DVD and all, and I just feel like it just gets boring each time.
If you can't tell, Matthew has loads of spare time.
I do not.
3 or 4 times in 2 years.
I haven't seen it that many times. I've seen it maybe 3 times. But
I've
like
seen 3 or 4. So.
You said 5, 6 like last
But
week.
obviously you're gonna get a little bit bored of a film on the 4th time through.
No,
I've seen Spider-Man Far From Home 3
I've
times
seen
in 2
Spider-Man
weeks.
1, 2, and 3 about 6 million times each, and I don't get bored of them, do
We'll
I?
get to that.
Do I?
Huh?
I've seen the Raimi trilogy like 1,000,000 times each.
But that's too much.
No, and I never get
I
bored
don't
of
think
it.
you like it anymore. Like, it's the thing you're just watching.
No,
to save
Yeah,
the
like
I
if-
think you just watch it and have it on the background.
We
while
actually
you're
have to
on
do
your
our
phone.
Raimi-thon, remember that?
The Raimi-thon. We're all gonna get together and watch all 3 Spider-Man movies. We should do that soon.
Sadly.
I've
to do it.
offered my house for this, so someone else has to offer their house for that.
I'll probably do my house next week.
There we go.
Cool.
Raimi-thon.
Raimi-thon.
Yeah.
Raimi-thon sounds weird. But anyway,
Surely, I think
this
Raimi-thon
movie
sounds
is Homecoming.
Raimi-ton, that's what I say.
better. Yeah,
Homecoming
not
is
Raimi-thon.
okay at best.
Raimi-ton.
No, Homecoming.
What is that clicking? What is it? What is it? Oh. It was me. It was me the whole time.
It's okay. I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man's interpretation.
I think it's... I will stand by this. It is an adaptation of the last 10 years of Spider-Man comics. Whereas the Raimi trilogy is an adaptation of the first, like,
Classic.
20 years. Yeah. And I think it works in that aspect. I like Tom Holland a lot. They're different versions of Spider-Man. I prefer the Raimi trilogy. Get that out of the way. But I still like Tom Holland a lot. Because for a lot of people, it seems to be you either love or hate Tom Holland, depending on what you think of the Raimi trilogy. And I don't agree with that. I think that's unfair on both trilogies.
I don't really have any, like... Tom Maguire, best Peter Parker.
Yep.
Andrew Garfield, quality good Spider-Man.
Okay,
Disagree
yeah,
with that.
maybe good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I never bought in as Peter Parker.
I agree with that. And then Tom Holland's just the best of both worlds.
He really is.
They call
He's a
Andrew
very good
Garfield
mix.
Spider Chad.
Spider Chat, sure.
But I give Homecoming a 6.
I'd give it an 8.
I
Like I
give it an
said.
8. I like it's grounded. It's really nice.
It's so small scale.
I really like that.
I was so worried going into Far From Home that it would be like, here's the multiverse and we're exploding everywhere. But one of the things I love about Homecoming is literally, it's a heist.
Yeah.
It's a heist movie. That's
Yeah.
so good.
It's focusing on high school. Kind of what like Spider-Man should be about. Tom Holland looks like a high schooler. Doesn't look like a 30-year-old.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing about rewatching fucking Spider-Man 1 is that you see a 30-year-old sprinting after a school bus full of children.
It's so weird.
It's amazing.
He's actually 27.
Oh, he's only 27. Okay, that's fine. He can definitely go to high school. He can definitely portray a 15-year-old. It's so funny.
Right.
Um,
Ragnarok.
no, more Spider-Man.
We talked loads about Homecoming.
But I love it though. I don't love it.
My breath.
The whole AI suit system is a piece of shit. Alright.
I like his conversation with Karen in The Vault, so I don't mind it overall. But it's not the best. They did shit in the next one as well, so it's fine.
In popular opinion, Michael Keaton is the better villain than Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's not that unpopular.
I like.
I think they're about even. I
Yeah,
like them
that's
both.
what I think as well.
Vulture is a great villain, and the conversation they have in the car is amazing.
Hey Pedro, Stark and all up there, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. He has that list. He has that list.
They don't get that.
That's what he does. Look it up right now.
They don't care about us.
That's what he does.
Suffering succotash.
Stark and all those up at damage control, they don't care about us. They don't care about us.
Suffering succotash. Spider-Man.
Well, it's not that bad.
Hey,
Jesus.
Pedro.
Hey, better.
And the best scene
They
in
don't care
Homecoming
about
actually.
us. Tony, stop. They don't care about us.
No, listen. The best scene in Homecoming is the scene where he's driving the prom.
I just said that. Can you sit down? Because you really will mess up the audio.
I'm sweating and I can't sit down on that chair. Jesus.
You chose to sit on
Just
that
sit down on the
small
ground. Like.
window chair. There's nothing there about you.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, I give it a 6 out of 10.
Have you seen the High Top films videos about them?
Yeah, he hates it.
Yeah, people are starting to hate him for it now. There's been a fair few, like, ever since he released his Far From
That's
Home
because
video.
everybody, girls love Tom Holland. Because it's Tom Holland, he's so cute.
I haven't seen any girls defended. Like, I'm talking video essayists are now being like, hang on there, High Top films. Because since, like,
Hang on there, but
because, like, he did a video on Far From Home where he was like, he talked about how much he hated it, and everyone's a bit like, oh, come on. It's a bit, steady on, cunt.
I don't disagree with him. No.
But like people are now being like, all right, cunt, steady on. You're like, no, you're older. It's
And
a
he
good
said,
film.
and he said, you need to watch Gotham. Gotham was like the perfect TV show, and I'm like, whoa, Jesus.
People like Gotham.
And he said Titans is really bad, but a lot of people really love Titans, and I love Titans.
People do love Titans. Critics didn't, but people do love Titans.
What do you mean?
I
The
need
critics
to watch
do like Titans.
it. Did they?
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes gave it like 80-something%, and
Okay.
I think on IMDb it got like a 7 point.
IMDb is weird though.
I think it's
like
more
Civil
reliable
War got
than-
like 6.9.
I think it's more reliable.
I
than,
trust IMDb more than
Yeah,
Rotten
yeah.
Tomatoes.
That's fair.
like Rotten Tomatoes.
I
gives
just look
Black
at like
Panther
6 or 7
90.
different
It
reviews.
gives Black Panther 97%.
Which is great though.
Yeah, but it's not the best MCU
Alright,
movie.
Thor Ragnarok, everyone's favorite Thor film.
Best Thor movie.
It really is. It's not. I know you disagree, Matthew, but
I'm not.
For me,
like it's brilliant.
it's
but
not even a competition.
I prefer the first one because I like watching it more. That's just my opinion. Like,
Korg is amazing.
but it's brilliant. Like I
It
like
is
it.
so funny. It's probably the funniest Marvel film.
Hi,
It's
my
a lot
name's
of people's favorite Marvel film.
It's my let's say it's up there for me. She's top 3.
Yeah, I know good few people who they think it's their favorite.
Love
It's the film that
Taika
made
Waititi.
Thor great. You know, it made him a lot of people's favorite characters, which is awesome. It's introduced a lot of cool people like Valkyrie, and the Hulk relationship in it is great. All Hulk stuff.
Everyone's great in that film.
Hulk is actually semi-intelligent. The fight scene is great.
Kate Blanchett she's not a great villain, but she does her job.
Yeah, she's fairly shit. She is the one weak part in it.
Yeah.
I do not like
Even Carl Urban.
Hela at all. Carl Urban is good.
What's his saying with the 2 guns?
Oh, he's like, I'll call this one Des, and this one Troy. Des
Destroy.
Troy. It's so lame. It's so funny. Oh no, it's a really funny movie.
And Stanley's cameo is him as the
Oh
hero.
shit, we haven't done that in ages.
No, we've done them all. We did them all.
Have
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark, how's your mother?
Yeah, in Ragnarok, he cuts Thor's hair. He looks so much better with the short hair.
He does.
It's like, I remember going into it, a lot of people were like, what's good? Someone's getting a call, are they?
Hi, Mom.
Oh.
You didn't take it?
No, hold on.
Wow.
If she calls again, I'll take it.
Alright.
But, yeah.
It's Matthew's aunt,
No,
May. Her
my
aunt
Aunt
is
May.
Aunt May.
Yeah, my name is Peter Parker.
Oh, Aunt May. Yeah, I don't mind that she's young. I like Marissa Tomei. But in Homecoming especially, every scene she's in, someone's like, damn, your aunt is
Yeah.
hot. And I'm like, she's alright. Like,
It suits
And
more
it just doesn't like.
I
than
get it,
Peter
she's
Parker
young.
having like an 80-year-old aunt.
I genuinely don't mind it, because I like her. Especially in Far From Home, I liked her a lot more. Even if I don't agree with everything. But I don't know.
Well, for Ragnarok, I'd give Ragnarok a 7 as well.
I'd give it an 8. Giving a lot of these 8. But I like it a lot.
8 and 9.
MCU fanboy.
Every time I see it, like every comedy movie, every time I see it, I like it a tiny bit less. But it's still great.
I like it's camp. It's cool. It takes the
It's
mick.
camp. It's cool. It's got it all. It's funny. Korg is genuinely hysterical in it. People love Korg.
Hi,
I
name's
told
Cook.
someone Korg was in Endgame. They literally screamed with joy. Genuinely, they were like,
I was going to say, I really
it
hope
made their
Korg's
day.
in
It was
God!
so weird. It was fucking great.
Korg playing Fortnite is the best scene in any single Marvel movie.
It's so funny. And you know what? There's a decent chance 5 years from now Fortnite will be popular. It'll have the Minecraft effect.
Hopefully.
They call it the Minecraft effect.
Right, what's next?
I've been playing Minecraft recently.
Actually,
It's
a
fun.
bit where I know I'll get into it later.
Is this to do with
Where
Korg?
Hulk dabs.
Oh yeah.
Dabbing will have the same relevance then as it does now, which is like, it'll be just as funny.
For clarification, I just dabbed.
I like Valkyrie in it. They ditched Natalie Portman, which is fine. Well, Natalie Portman ditched the franchise.
Fair enough.
Yeah, can't blame her. She's back, baby. We'll talk about that later. Hulk has a great ass in it. We talked about that.
This is a really, really, really good movie.
Hulk has that. He's a peachy ass.
Jeff Goldblum. Sorry, but like
Yeah, he's good. He's funny.
we have to go to.
The immigrant
Loki's
song,
great in it. Loki's really good in
I
it.
thought Immigrant Song would have been overplayed in the movie, but they played it in really perfect moments
Twice,
in
right?
The movie. 3 times.
The
The start.
when he gets the lightning thing.
When he's fighting
Yeah.
Hulk, and then at the end when he gets the big lightning strike.
Yeah.
Remember? That's it.
Great.
That was the 3 perfect times.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Loki's great in it. Loki's really good.
Loki's great in every movie.
I really hope his show is good. I really do, because it could be bad. Next, we have Black Panther. I didn't see this for a year after it came out because I thought critics liked this a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to love it. I did love it. I thought it was really great.
I think that because like I saw it on like opening day because this is better than Dark Knight. I go see opening day, theater packed, and I'm just like halfway through the movie, like it's fine. It's not great.
That's fair. I
It's
loved it.
it's
I love
alright.
Andy Serkis. Claw's so good in it. And the track they play that like when Killmonger takes over Wakanda, the track they play that's like semi trap and then semi African like tribal music, fucking amazing. Great soundtrack.
The CGI in this movie makes me sick.
It's pretty shit.
Disgusting.
Yeah, the CGI isn't the best.
Like Spider-Man 2 CGI is better. Well,
It-
obviously, yeah, won an Oscar.
Spider-Man 2 CGI really holds up. That's borderline unfair.
Then Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 1 is okay. But I love this. Thought it was great. I'm excited to watch it again because I've only seen it once, and we're watching the whole thing again, my family, because my mother has never seen them and she's liking them. We just watched Guardians. Next is Thor 2. Gonna watch.
Everybody got shown towards you.
It has an Infinity Stone.
Just tell them that.
I know, but like, sure, we'll give it a go. And plus, it sets up Loki taking over Asgard.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So, oh well.
Yeah, Black Panther's okay.
Matt Damon is in this as well. I mean,
Yeah, he is.
in Thor Ragnarok. Sorry.
He is, yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. For a second, I thought we were talking about the Ragnarok. He also, is it Luke or Liam Hemsworth is in it?
Is he?
Yeah, in the same scene as Matt Damon.
Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah. Matt Damon plays. Who does he play? Does
Loki.
he play Loki?
He plays Loki.
Yeah,
And then
Hemsworth
Thor
plays Thor.
is Luke. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Try to loop back.
We're at going backwards there.
Black Panther, great, in my opinion. For me, it's
Okay.
like a 9.
Two great
Whoa,
villains.
Jesus.
Yeah. Loved it. Blew me away.
That's not bad, so I give it like a 6.
Yeah.
But maybe
same.
it's just because I thought I wouldn't like it, so it was like reverse bias. I don't know.
I'll give it a 6 as well.
That's totally fair. A lot of people think it's just alright. Next, we have another 9 for me. Avengers: Infinity War.
I give it like a 2.
This is really good.
It's a really well structured film compared to Endgame.
Better than Endgame, I think. It's so consistently great.
It's like my favorite probably Endgame, but as in like better wise.
Endgame is higher highs.
Yeah.
This is more consistently great. Because Endgame has more problems, even if like it did make me cry. We'll get to that.
Just the end, like the ending. I loved the ending so much. Where like half of the people do that.
It's so good.
It's such a good.
Even me, I knew it was coming because I like read the storyline and I was like, it would make so much sense because it's a part 1, part 2 situation if that was the ending. But it's still like there was just silence in the theater.
This is dark. I don't think so good.
That's like heartbreaking. It's
I didn't
so
quite hear
good.
the whole film. I was like,
I remember when
That
I
got a
was
lot of
watching it
people.
when
It almost got me.
when Thanos stabs Tony. My heart literally skipped a beat. I was just like, I was like, I was tearing up, and I was like, no, don't do it, you bastards! Don't
Thanos,
fucking do it.
his CGI is okay until he gets to Titan. And then it's perfect. He looks real.
And Stanley's cameo in Black Panther.
Stanley's cameo in Black Panther. I think he's in.
Is he in the bar when they go to the bar?
Yeah, I think he's in the bar where they fight Claw and everything, and they have this amazing one-shot fight scene.
But yeah, Infinity War. The
Infinity
whole
War-
fight scene on Titans, was so good.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
Fucking
Remember
incredible.
when he
And then when he gets to Earth, and they're just like throwing everything they have at him, and it's just not working.
And then when he throws a moon on them on Titan,
Yeah.
and then he goes like, Iron Man goes like, if you throw another moon on me, I'm gonna be pissed.
And he's so. Thanos is the best villain Marvel have ever done. He's
It's
one
the
of the best
Best
in
thing
cinema.
is like this whole movie is about Thanos. Thanos
Yeah.
is the main character.
It's
He
his
has the
story,
hero's
it's
journey
great.
or whatever.
He,
But him not only making Peter Quill shoot Gamora and then just not letting it happen, making Peter Quill go through that trauma, amazing. And then he makes Scarlet Witch do the same with Vision before he's like, oh well, I'll just reverse time, bitch.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But
You
when,
understand his arc as well, like why he wants to do it. Like it's not like it's not like Jeff Bridges and Iron Man 1.
Doctor Strange is, I think, is the best character in Infinity War. He is so good.
Thor's up there and so is Iron Man.
The both
Thor's entrance.
Thor's so good. Thor going to Wakanda?
Fucking brilliant.
was
Oh.
the best entrance ever. bring me Thanos, and then he just goes like, ugh.
Until Endgame, it was the best like sudden appearance of a character out of nowhere. Oh,
And I love when Doctor Strange, it's just him against Thanos, and then he just does this and makes like hundreds of himself. Oh man, that's so.
even
good.
just him like he like gives him the time stone and he made it like a star in the sky or something and he just takes it out of the sky to give it to Thanos. Perfect.
Actually, I'm just thinking about this is a great movie.
It's
just
so
fucking
great.
good.
It just keeps getting better the entire way through. It's that and Avengers 1 have the best structure.
I'm not
of
mad
any
about
Marvel
like
movies.
Thor's journey in the movie, but ending is like Hammerback.
But
Was it
Yeah,
the
it's
Hammer, or
Stormbreaker.
I wasn't like in love with it, but like it's enjoyable.
I like
The fact that Peter Dinklage is like a giant in the movie is great.
what's it called? With yeah, when Iron Man is fighting Thanos 1-on-1 and he like deflects the Power
Yeah.
Stone, that just doesn't make any sense at all.
But it's fine. Who cares? It's Iron Man. He's
And,
cool.
oh man, all that for a drop of blood.
Oh, it's so quotable as well. So many memes came from that. It's insane.
Yeah.
Just then they're all just Thanos. It's like
Yeah, I think it was just like the thing I like more about Infinity War than Endgame is the whole time in Endgame I was literally like, what's happening? But like,
what's happening?
but like the first 20 minutes, half an hour of Endgame was just like kind of, it's kind of slow here. Can you get into it, please?
No, I like it. It set it up really well. We'll
We're
talk
here
about that more.
to kick knees and take ass.
Yeah, the Guardians are so funny in this. And they have their own great song as well, the Rubber Bandit Man.
The Rubber
That's an
Bandit Man,
amazing song.
Once
Oh.
you can just see Drax and like what's the
Mantis.
Mantis just jumping in the background.
Yeah,
This is great.
because of the low gravity or whatever, the messed up gravity. Oh, it's insanely good.
And then this whole scene with the spoiler snap at the end, and like there's no music. All you hear is the when
Yeah.
everybody like the dust and all that, and then who is it that says it in the background? And they go like, "Did we just lose?" Who is it that says that? Who says that again?
I would guess it was Hawkeye.
Oh, it was Chris Pratt. Sorry, it was
Yeah.
Star-Lord before he disappears when Thanos
No,
goes
he's like-
to Earth.
Oh, man. Or whatever. It's
No, before
everyone is-
that,
Oh, yeah, before it, yeah.
you just go when Thanos leaves, and then he was like shooting Thanos, and he gets up and he takes off his visor, and he goes like, "Did we just lose?" And it's like, "It was all because of you, Quill, you bastard."
It wasn't just because of him.
Yes, it was. They would have.
No, but like you think of the other stones and everything. A lot of people are at fault. Doctor Strange gave him the time stone. I know it's like this is the only way or whatever. He literally gave him the time stone. He didn't have to.
Well, if he didn't, they wouldn't have beat him at all.
I know, but you could argue that if Chris Pratt didn't, wouldn't happen as
I
well.
know. Yeah.
So
But
it's
anyway.
fine. I don't mind that.
Infinity War 9 for me.
Loki gave him one of the stones.
That whole opening scene actually.
I wasn't impressed by that. I didn't like it. I
What?
specifically remember like the Hulk and Thanos fight. I was like, oh shit, this isn't good.
No, it set it right up from the start. It was so dark. He just Ebony Claw, is that his name?
Yeah.
Ebony Maw, like ties up Thor with like fucking scrap metal and makes him watch. Thanos makes him watch.
His brother getting
His
choked.
brother
out.
getting.
I watched like, oh look, he's dead.
Risto.
And it's like, oh, he's not dead, is Loki.
Yeah, I
And I
know.
was like, oh shit, he's dead.
He's definitely
Yeah,
not.
absolutely dead. No, he has to be dead or it doesn't suit the character arc. If it wasn't him, then it means nothing.
Well, didn't Kevin Feige say at Comic-Con that like everybody was asking what's happened to Loki after Endgame, and like this series will answer those questions?
Because he goes into like a different dimension, well, a different timeline.
Yeah, it's a different timeline. Look,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
But yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. It's
easily.
nearly perfect.
Fine then.
It really is. It's one of the best Marvel movies. One of the best blockbusters probably ever.
How much did it make?
Over 2 billion.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it did.
So it's the third highest grossing movie, is it?
It might not be the third,
Say
but it's up there.
Titanic's third.
Because you also got Titanic and Force Awakens. And maybe Star Wars Last Jedi?
Force
You
Maybe.
know what's
Awakens
weird?
might be the
Avatar
worst.
can still beat Endgame at the box office.
I'll kill myself if it
Yeah,
does.
that would be.
If like James Cameron, he would get so much shit for that. What percentage is my phone at? 53. That's awesome. Okay.
So yeah. So right, next one.
Fuck
Oh wait,
it.
what do you rate?
9.
9.
Oh, and the Stan Lee cameo is when Spider-Man is on the bus. And,
Oh, he's the bus driver. Haven't you ever
everybody's-
seen a spaceship
Yeah,
before?
what's wrong, kid? You never seen
Margaret,
a
how's your mother?
Now we have probably
Marjorie, how's your mother?
the perfect follow-up to Infinity War, Ant-Man and Wasp.
Kisses the comedic genius Michael Pena once again.
It's a good movie. I think it's fun. It's enjoyable. I didn't see it in the cinemas. one of the better mid-credit scenes when they all disappear. And one thing I love about the snap, every time you see it, I think, how many times do you see it? You see it 4 different locations. Every time it has the same consistent, like you see, or the exact same thunder in the background. The timing is perfect. There's a video online of like showing you all the Matthew. Okay, I have a Superman action figure. Matthew spent the last.
No,
2
I'm not.
minutes, Matthew spent the last 2 minutes flying it around his head and fake fighting with it, and he just dropped it on the ground. The consistency is amazing. There's a video that lines all the snaps up perfectly, and it is fucking great. I want to see it over and over again. Just show me different places getting
personally,
snapped.
If you didn't know, Matthew is Kieran's 5-year-old little brother.
Basically, yeah.
Personally, I didn't watch Ant-Man and the Wasp because my brother came home from the movie and told me it was worse than the Dark World. So I was like,
someone's opinion.
never-
You have seen it though, right?
I did eventually, yeah, and I just wanted to kill myself.
I think it's funny. I think it's good.
No, I despise it.
I didn't see it for a while though either, because I was busy at the time. Like,
I watched
With-
it illegally.
wow.
Oh,
Well, you know, you're obviously joking there, right, Michael?
of course.
Yes, he was joking.
I never did that to the film industry.
No.
Never did that to my indie films.
Yeah, you're sweet indie film.
Especially Lady Birds. But
Amazing mid-credit scene though when they all disappear. Oh, it's such a great cliffhanger.
they die?
That's the only good thing about the movie, actually.
It's the best scene in the movie. I'll give you that. But it's a good movie. I like Ghost design in it. The villain, the girl.
I'd
Alright.
give it a 2.
Give it a 6.
I'll give it a 10.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Here's
Michael
another 10
Douglas.
coming up. Captain Marvel.
Ah.
Met to lukewarm. I feel reaction for a lot of people. It's good. I say it's good.
I'd say meh. That's how I describe it.
I like the actual character of Captain Marvel a lot. Don't like the villain at all. I can barely remember him.
I actually
Jude
disagree.
Law!
I disagree with that. I think the most, like usually in every Marvel movie, the most interesting character and the best character is the main character. But with Captain Marvel, it's just completely the opposite. My God, she's so boring. She has no personality whatsoever. She's just so bland. I thought she
I
was
like her. I
terrible.
don't know, man.
I like
I
Brie
thought-
Larson.
Yeah, I like Brie Larson because she's hot. But like,
Oh, we love sexism.
We almost went 2 hours without Matthew having to throw in a "she's hot" comment.
How many Oscars does Robert Downey Jr. have?
17
38.
for audio production.
0. How many does Brie Larson have?
-6.
1.
Wow.
-6.
No, I like Brie Larson.
He'll
I like
definitely-
the
I think-
Skrulls are great. Thalos, he is so good.
He's the best character in the movie.
I love Ben Mendelsohn. High on
I
Ben
like
Mendelsohn.
all the Pulp Fiction references.
There's quite a few, yes. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. He's fucking 70.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Fair play to him.
What the
Amazing.
fuck? How can
He
you how can
looks
you
about
do
50,
that?
like, literally.
I know. He the de-aging stuff barely looks like it de-aged it. It's
You've seen
insane.
you've seen Samuel Jackson, haven't you, Matthew?
Yeah, I actually met him once.
Is this true?
Well, like,
Probably not.
I didn't really meet him. Like, I didn't go up to him and say, "Hi, you're Samuel L. Jackson."
I just found out the hotel you were staying in, and I just got
No,
went there.
I saw him in town once. It was amazing.
Did you?
Yeah, it was amazing. I really wanted to go over and say hi, but I just didn't have the balls. I was just afraid he was going to tell me to fuck off.
Because you got a vasectomy, right?
Yes, my man!
Like, no, because
I'll edit that out.
You know, he's
if I
always-
remember, I'll edit that out because it's a bit personal.
he's
Don't
always
edit
just
it.
like...
Matthew has a
Motherfucker.
vasectomy.
Motherfucker. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Samuel Jackson's great.
I think, and the whole situation with Lashana Lynch playing James Bond, kind of,
I'm not against it.
yikes.
I haven't heard
If
about
she's
this.
007, I'll be pissed.
Oh, okay.
But, like, I don't mind if she's...
What does this have to...
Because
What
she's
does
in
this have to
Captain
do
Marvel.
with it? Is she? Who is she in Captain
She
Marvel?
plays her
Oh,
best
the,
mate.
yeah, no, yeah.
You
Okay.
fucking dumbass. You racist piece of shit.
I wish Daniel Craig stayed on, to be fair. I think he's the best James
He's
Bond.
doing one more.
Yeah,
he's doing
but
Bond
kept
25.
going, like...
He said he wants to slay his wrist
Yeah.
during the...
He wants to kill himself whenever he plays. Didn't he get injured on this one as well?
Yeah.
So I bet he's just more pissed off. I hope Rami Malek's a good villain in it though, because he's amazing in Mr. Robot.
Rami.
So is it Christopher Waltz coming back as well. He was a villain in Spectre.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Blofeld.
terrible in
Yeah,
Spectre.
but like he's a good actor. That's the whole reason they're bringing him back.
Alright, sure.
Christopher Waltz.
Okay, no, it's not that. I just
His best villain role
generally,
was
if
in
a character
Inglourious
is as good,
Basterds.
I don't care who plays it. Just get him out of here.
His best villain role is in Inglourious Basterds.
And now he's been typecast as a villain ever since.
Yes, that's the problem. But
He's-
then he was in Django Unchained
he's a good
and he
guy.
played a good guy and he won Best Supporting Actor for that movie and he was brilliant. So
There you go.
that kind of... He does kind of look like an evil guy though.
Sure.
He was also really good in the Tarzan movie.
We do.
Legend of Tarzan.
Wow. Did he play Tarzan?
No.
We all love Tarantino here. We're all big Pulp Fiction fans, all three of us.
Love Pulp Fiction. Seen
Great
it
movie.
multiple times.
I've seen it at least once the whole way through. Because everyone has. If you haven't seen it once, at least like the entire way through, you're a bit of a fucking piece of shit, in my opinion. Isn't that right, Matthew?
Yeah, I'd agree.
What's your favourite scene in Pulp Fiction, Matthew?
When Bruce Willis kills John Travolta right out of Gotti. You just fucking machine gun some.
What happens next? What happens to Bruce
What's
Willis?
the ending of Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, what happens at the very end of Pulp Fiction, Matthew?
I think this is supposed to be an MCU podcast.
Well, we kind of figured it would be more movie related, but MCU would be the topic for this week. So what movies? The end.
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I'm not gonna.
Really?
spoil it on people.
What's the opening of the film?
I can't remember. I haven't seen it in ages.
Did you ever finish it, Matthew?
Fuck off, okay?
Matthew's never finished.
Yeah,
Pulp
okay.
Fiction.
I've never watched all of Pulp Fiction.
Look. If you haven't seen it, fine. I get it.
I can't wait for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
But if you've watched like half of it, I don't get it. I don't get how you could just watch half of it.
It's pretty sneaky.
Because like I said, just because you haven't seen something, that's fine. Not everyone has seen every movie. I know some fucking morons, and anyone who's listening to this who knows me and hasn't seen Star Wars, you're a fucking piece of shit, and I mean that. And I'll kill you.
I actually haven't seen Star Wars.
Force Awakens is probably the worst movie.
No, I have. I've seen Star
There
Wars.
they are.
I'm just not the biggest fan.
But I'm talking to someone very specific here. You haven't seen Star Wars. Fuck you.
Who is
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm not gonna name drop them in the fucking.
Just say it!
No, because people will hunt them down and kill them, and I'll join them, of course. But I want the pleasure.
Him
of
or
it.
her.
It doesn't matter. I'm not revealing anything about this person. I'm being very vague. I know people of multiple genders. I know a lot of people. I'm Mr. Popular.
Do you have friends?
No.
And anyway, can we finish up with Captain Marvel because we completely
Yeah.
sidetracked.
We've talked a lot about Captain
Yeah.
Marvel. Yeah, I think it's alright.
Yeah,
I
Pulp
don't like the
Fiction's quite
CGI
good,
when she's falling,
Terrible.
and then she opens her eyes. It looks like a PlayStation 2 cutscene. It's really bad. It is shocking.
I'd give it a 5 and anime. I'd give it a 5.
I give it a 6.
6, not bad. 6.
And then Stanley's cameo in it, I think might have been finished when he died. Because I think I've only seen it once, but I specifically remember you do not see him say anything. You just hear his voice ADR saying Excelsior, Excelsior. And I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing said twice.
And he's
played
reading the
twice.
script to Mallrats, is it?
Yeah, he is. That's good. I like that. Next we have what is arguably the finale for the entire MCU. Avengers Endgame. Somehow lived up to the hype. I didn't watch any trailers for this, and it's the first time I've ever had someone try and throw comic book knowledge into me and their predictions for it, and I have to be like, what? What are you talking about? Someone name dropped Ronan, and I was like, what? Excuse me? Turns out it was just one of those things that people like, it was in like one video, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, I know Ronan. I remember the famous Ronan run, Hawkeye. Endgame's great.
On this one, actually.
Michael is nuts. He's prepared for this. Endgame is fantastic. Not perfect. I don't love all of it. I don't particularly like the second version of Thanos we get. He's nowhere near as good as the main timeline version.
But there is a good argument against that.
What is it?
That the story isn't about Thanos. It's about the end
That's
of
fine.
the Avengers.
The story of Doctor Strange isn't about the villain. Villain's still bad, and it's still a bad thing as far as the movie goes. It's still a fault. And especially considering just how good Thanos was in the last one, his past version isn't as good as his future version. Still love it though.
I think it's perfect apart from
when
the
everyone
Hulk
comes out
and
of the
Thor
portals, I may or may not have burst into tears of joy.
Same.
And he says
I was
Avengers
just like,
Assemble.
oh, it's beautiful.
It was amazing.
When I was walking down the street after seeing the film, I just started crying. Just cutting out myself.
There's a true story of one of our friends who was thinking about it a couple of days after he saw it. And he's walking down the street and he has it on the music for the track when everyone's coming out and people are dying. When Iron Man dies. Yeah, you know this story, don't you, Matthew?
Yeah.
When Iron Man dies. And
What-
he
what-
just starts bursting. He bursts into tears while just walking down the street thinking about it.
What a loser.
Yeah, it's Matthew. Matthew's the first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I was listening to the track
Iron
where
Man died.
Iron
It's a true
dies.
story.
I didn't burst into tears. I just kind of just went like, oh no.
What's happening again?
Still bad. It's still fucking cringy. Like.
How is it cringy? It's God. It's just it's like
Also,
your childhood ending.
I was choking up and tearing up at the very end in the credits when they're showing everyone and they give like the original 6 or 7 Avengers their like names and they have the signature above them and I was like, oh no, it's over. It's really ending.
Everybody was clapping and then RDJ's signature came up and everybody's just like
Yeah.
yes, and I was just like oh no.
Where are your notes?
Oh, it was just my thing on Letterboxd when I left my review. Things I like and don't like about it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't like Hulk.
I like Hulk.
I
I
don't,
don't
like,
like
Fat Thor.
the Fat Thor.
You said you liked him when you first saw
No, I
it.
didn't.
Fat Thor is
that's
controversial.
Kieran, sorry.
I appreciate the commitment to sticking with the character, but he probably shouldn't have stayed fat at the very end. It is distracting seeing Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Fat Thor walk up to Thanos.
Yeah, and you see like the MCU Trinity, and they're all walking out to Thanos, and then it's just like Iron Man, Captain America,
Fat Thor.
obese Thor.
And look,
It's
I
just
again I appreciate that they committed to it. They didn't ditch it. I admire that. I just don't. I'm not sure if it works the entire way through.
Man,
The
I remember.
Big Lebowski joke was like, you know what, guys, I'm kind of done with Fat Thor.
I do like the Hulk though.
Hey, Big Lebowski.
Wow. I do like the Hulk in it though. I think he's funny, and I think Ruffalo has like one movie left. I think potentially this is my theory. I swear I've heard this nowhere. This is genuinely mine that I came up with like a couple days after seeing it. That the next Avengers might be based off World War Hulk, and the idea is going to be rather than Hulk and Bruce Banner agreeing with each other and just being like, okay, well let's just do it. Mark Ruffalo forced the Hulk's mind into a smaller part and he can't control it anymore. And eventually that Hulk is going to burst out, be super pissed, and start a Hulk versus Avengers storyline that's going to kill him off. I think that's going to be the twist.
But the Hulk can't die. Literally, he can't die.
They'll shoot him into the sun.
That would be so terrible. That'd be
They'll
so
figure out a way. They didn't destroy the time travel. Maybe they'll time travel him back, which is potentially a big mistake. I know someone who doesn't like Falcon being the new Captain America.
Racist.
The thing about that is it was kind of explained to me in a term where I kind of look at it and I'm like, oh, Falcon turns into Captain America in the movies, doesn't he? I mean, in the comics, so that could be interesting. But this is a person who doesn't give a shit about comics at all, at least not that much, and explained it like Falcon just isn't as interesting to a modern audience as Bucky is. Bucky should have been the new Captain America.
Bucky's a war criminal though, as well. Like,
That's fine. The thing about Bucky
they
is
needed it for diversity. It was obviously going to happen. Like,
who gives a shit if it's not supposed to. If it's better as Bucky, it should be Bucky.
I just feel like
I
Don't
prefer
just-
Falcon as a character in anime myself. I really like.
I
after
personally
the
don't
Winter
mind.
After the Winter Soldier, I was like, alright, he's really good.
The one thing I would say is Falcon has his gimmick. It's the wings. Bucky just has a metal arm. He probably should be Captain America.
Remember that in Civil War? Oh, that's a metal arm. That is awesome, dude.
I hated that in
So
the trailer.
cringe.
Ugh.
that is awesome.
On
Dude.
that, when Captain America lifted me on there, I just was like, oh my god,
That was great.
that was amazing.
People also, Thor fangirls hate him picking up Stormbreaker. Not Mjolnir, Stormbreaker.
How did Thanos pick up Stormbreaker?
Stormbreaker, I think you can just pick. I don't think you have to be worthy. Because Groot picked it up as well.
No, but he didn't. He just picked
The
up
handle doesn't mean
hammerhead.
anything. I think it's more like, because you can flip the strap of Mjolnir. Doesn't mean you can pick it up.
I don't know. But Mjolnir is
I
infinite.
could also argue, which I think is interesting, is Thanos purely believed in his goals. He 100% believed he was right. So in his mind, he was worthy. So in the Hammer's mind, he's worthy.
But I wonder what Captain America did with Mjolnir at the end of it.
He just gave him back to Thor.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Thor gets rid of Stormbreaker because Mjolnir's infinitely cooler than the Stormbreaker. Like it's so much cooler.
They're
I
both
hope-
cool. They're both nice.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think it's lame that Thor
Oh,
got his eye back.
That's
I
what
didn't
they're
like
gonna
that.
do with Thor: Love and Thunder. He's gonna give fucking Mjolnir to Jane Foster. That's what he's
There
gonna
you
do.
go. We'll discuss that
Or
later.
if she picks up Stormbreaker, that'd be better actually.
No, that's not a big
If anybody
deal.
can pick it up, then. But how is she worthy? She isn't worthy. Like.
Maybe she'll become worthy. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I didn't like the way they handled Natasha's death.
Oh, no,
That's a big criticism.
No, I think that was a good way to go for her.
Oh no, I think he means more like the aftermath of it. They kind of just talk about it beside it, like.
I just feel like Hulk just throws a bench into water and then that's it.
People also don't like that fight between them. I know one person who just doesn't like Endgame. That's one of their complaints.
But
and I'm also not going to name drop to them because I will kill them.
The whole like from the second like Tony Stark dies, it's just like that ending. It was just the perfect way to end it. It really was. It was perfect.
It's a great death.
It was
really
oh man! It was the. Did you see the deleted scene where they all kneel in front of him?
I don't like that. That's a bit cheesy.
It.
I think the way it happened in the movie is perfect already. You don't need to add to it. That would be my argument.
The score from Alan Silvestri was brilliant in it. It was just such a good score in the whole movie.
Probably the best MCU score.
Yeah. I'd say that now.
Because it's more... Every other movie, you could argue, has a great main theme, but the rest is a bit shit. Mm. This one at least has portals as well.
Oh, that's so good. And the moment where Spider-Man comes back and they hug him and Iron Man, that was really sad as well.
That made... Even the person who dislikes the film, that made them cry. So, I don't know.
It's not possible to not like this movie.
I don't see how it is. It really is an amazing finale to the MCU.
But,
and they ended it there. They chose, hey, we're going to end it on a high. We're not going to risk anything else. We're not going to, go back and do more films. We're not going to... They kept going.
Let's talk about...
Probably shouldn't. It was such a... America's Ass is very funny. I didn't love all the time travel stuff, especially not the Thor one. When he went back to Thor: The Dark World, that was a bit, yeah. And I don't like the Nebula and Gamora stuff particularly.
Let's talk about the Captain America and when he becomes old and all that shit. I think it's
neato. I like it.
Yeah, I think it was great.
Yeah.
For once, I love it because for once he's selfish.
Yeah.
And
he gets what he deserves.
He gets what he wants.
Oh, the last shot of him just dancing with Peggy, I fucking cried.
Perfect.
Yeah, when he gives the shield to Falcon and that score kicks in, it's like and then he just goes like, "Thank you, I'll do my best." And then he grabs Falcon's hand, he goes like, "That's why it's yours." And I was just like, "No! No!" And I just like screamed at the cinema and everybody was looking at me like,
saying this podcast, Attitude Tire is a dickhead.
Let's cut that out.
Alright. And take that at it. He's not going to listen to this.
Ratings.
I'd give this a 9.
I'm giving it a 10, man. It was just beautiful. I think for me, it's kind of like the way, it's like the Lord of the Rings for me. I wouldn't be able to stomach watching it. Like, I wouldn't be able to stomach watching The Return of the King. Like, that whole, the Greyhaven scene with The Return of the King is the same with the Iron Man's death and Captain America's ending. I can't stomach it. Like, I'd be only able to watch it once in a blue moon, but I wouldn't be able to watch it constantly. There's no way.
What would you give him?
Movie wise, 7.5.
Jesus.
Experience wise?
Like 9.
There you go.
10 out of 10.
I love... It really is a movie of 3 acts. Like 3 hours blocks. The first hour is everything pre-time travel, where they're making the time travel, the aftermath of Infinity War, and moving on, like 5 years later. The middle is all fucking time travel, and then the last hour is that massive fight. And all 3 hours are great on their own.
It doesn't feel like 3 hours.
It really doesn't, and that's the shocking thing, because that's a long time.
Yeah, I was so nervous going into it because I really didn't want to go to the toilet, so I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking about like 5 hours before I went in, and it worked out.
It's something else. It really is.
This is something else.
This is something else.
Right, so next one.
The final movie.
Finish off Phase 3, Far From Home.
Final movie we're going to be discussing, but we're going to discuss a bit of Phase 4. Spider-Man, Far From Home. I've seen this 3 times. I saw it 3 times in the space of a week.
Really?
I saw it midnight opening.
Why?
In 2D and IMAX. I saw it 2 days later because I already had those tickets booked. 3D IMAX. And I saw it a couple days after that because I wanted to go to a 4D movie, but I didn't want it to be something that wouldn't be good in 4D. Something I cared about too much because I didn't want it to be distracting, and something I didn't give a fuck about. So, Spider-Man Far From Home for
what was a 4D movie? Spy Kids 4.
Wow.
I thought
with the smell-o-vision or whatever? Yeah.
I thought it was really... I think it was really a step up from Homecoming and anyway. I thought it was much
very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Especially the second time through. I enjoyed it a lot more. When you really know where Mysterio is going, you like it a lot more. Because in the first half of it, He's not the best. I thought he was kind of bland. I was like, wow, Jake Gyllenhaal is not all he's been hyped up to be.
As soon as the bar scene hits in, when
But he is.
gets Edith off Peter.
Amazing. And he's like,
so that's
and that's how you do
that
it.
could be the best scene in the movie.
It is easily the
Potentially.
best scene in the movie.
Well, no.
And he's like,
fucking not
someone
easy.
get this stupid suit off me.
And it's just
Oh.
that easy, folks.
So good. Oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh.
god, it's amazing.
It's easily the best scene.
That, and if it wasn't for the bad CGI when he takes him into the illusion world the first time.
I would argue that's fine because it's fake. It's not supposed to look
but it just
that overly real.
like the whole Spider-Man suit is CGI. It just looks disgusting. I think now.
Again, I'm really. Okay, my phone ran out of storage there, but we got like 2 hours done. It auto saved, so it's all fine. We were talking about CGI in Far From Home. I think it's fine because in canon it's supposed to be CGI, so I don't mind it too much. Mysterio is arguably like one of the better villains in the MCU. I think he's great.
Yeah, him and Michael Keaton are on par, definitely,
Yep.
villain-wise.
I think so.
It was really... I wasn't bored at any time.
It moves really fast. You notice a lot more the second time through.
Yeah.
It does not fucking slow down for a second, man.
But I really didn't like the post-credit scene where his identity is revealed and all that. I loved the J. Jonah Jameson.
See where it goes. It's been theorized by my sister that a Skrull is going to pose as Peter Parker and be like, look, Spider-Man and Peter Parker in the same room. How is that happening? So that's possible.
That'd be class.
But it's also a cop-out, so I don't know how I feel.
I think that'd be good.
But I also think that could lead to J. Jonah Jameson being like, okay, kid, I'm sorry. How about you take this job as a photographer for me? Huh? Huh?
But I liked the idea that my brother came up with the idea that they could introduce Daredevil through that because it's because Spider-Man would need a lawyer
you know
or
what?
something.
The Daredevil stuff isn't canon anymore, so sure, go ahead.
Yeah, it isn't because of
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali.
He's gonna play Blade, but he was
Yeah.
also Cottonmouth in Luke Cage. So
Before he got
That's such a
Do it.
shame.
Have a new Daredevil. Fuck it.
No, we need if it's anyone but Charlie Cox.
What if it won't be as good as the TV show? You won't get the creative freedom.
It won't. If it's not Charlie Cox, if they do it, I'm not going to see it.
What if they have it be Danny DeVito?
Charlie Cock.
That would be weird.
Hey, I'm dead.
Charlie Cock.
Doc Cock, Dr. Coctopus. Right.
He has 8 dicks or something.
So I'd give Far From Home an 8. It was solid. I really liked it.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
I haven't said anything about Spider-Man Far From Home.
Go ahead. Say
I
what you need.
didn't enjoy it that much.
Really?
No.
Wow.
That's why I've been quiet this whole time.
Only person I've heard that didn't enjoy it.
I like Mysterio in it, and that's it really. And I like the MJ stuff. But I just don't
Okay,
know.
here's my thing about fucking MJ. All right.
Lackluster. In my opinion.
Here's my problem with MJ.
They haven't labelled who she really is, Michelle Jones or Mary Jane. They haven't done it.
It's their Mary Jane. That's fine. Here's the thing. First, it came off to me. I get why they made it like a twist thing. So maybe people would buy having Liz be the main love interest. So it's a bit more of a twist when she leaves at the end of Homecoming. I get it. That's fine. But it also comes off as you are trying to sneak in changing the Mary Jane being black because you're afraid of negative backlash. You cannot be a pussy about that shit. If you're going for it, you gotta announce it, or else it's meaningless. Also, she's not Mary Jane. She doesn't act at all like Mary Jane. There is no point having her be MJ except fucking except for fucking having people go like, oh, it's like Mary Jane. It is pointless. It is not like a superhero character where you change their personality, but their powers are the same and the villains are the same because you genuinely need that. This is a different character. Why can't she just be Michelle Jones? You have now stripped this universe of ever having a proper
It's the
MJ.
exact same with Flash Thompson. It's the exact same.
Flash is fine because he's still a bully. He's still a prick.
He's not a bully.
That's fine.
He's not a bully.
He
He's
bullies
just-
Peter
he's just
specifically, and that's what he's like in the
He
comics.
doesn't bully Peter. All he does
He calls
is,
him dickhead.
he just takes the piss out of him.
Penis
Everybody
Parker.
does that in school.
That's what
Everybody does
No,
that.
but he does it in a malicious way.
Penis Parker.
Like it's not like they're mates or whatever.
Like in the comics, he beats up Peter and all before he has powers and all that crap.
Not too much though.
I know, but
It's
he
more
does.
like it's more like he'll do a prank. It's like they are almost friends in the comics. I'm reading them right now. Trust me. He's just a bit. It's a pretty decent adaptation as far as it goes, to be honest.
I don't like it at all.
I think
Like
it's
the
fine,
way
but-
they went
but
about
MJ,
it,
they're
when
nothing
Homecoming
alike.
was coming out, they said he's an academic. He's an academic villain or something. What
Yeah.
does that even mean? Shut
Just
up.
he's smarter. But I just
No, what? Shut up.
if
Peter
you're calling
Parker is
someone-
smart. In the
no,
movie,
it's in like he's smarter than how he's been portrayed in the
Oh,
past,
yeah.
where he's just dumb jock. But I don't agree with having it be MJ. It doesn't make any sense to me on any level, except
Take
for
that
having
away.
people except for
Zenday's
trying to get
good.
people to be like, MJ's Mary Jane. Don't you get it? Top 10 things you missed. Fuck off. It really gets on my nerves.
But I give it an 8.
Yeah,
It's-
give it an 8.
Yeah.
I like everyone a lot more in the
What'd you give
supporting cast.
What'd you give it, Mike?
5.
They're doing a great job with the supporting cast.
Give it 4 or 5.
That's harsh, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I
And
didn't
that's it.
enjoy as much as I
That
thought
is
I would.
it.
That's fair. That's it, except now we're going to briefly discuss the Phase 4 plans that got revealed at Comic-Con.
Cameos.
Cameos! There's none in Far From Home because Stanley unfortunately died.
Yeah.
Margaret, how's your mother?
Rest in peace, Stan. God bless you.
In
What was Endgame?
Endgame, he's in the car in the 70s and he's like, peace out, true believers, or something like
Yeah.
that. It's a lovely, fun cameo.
It's beautiful.
It's great.
Margaret, how's your mother?
Alright, Phase 4. On May 1st, 2020, we're getting Black Widow, the TV show. I'm excited to see it.
What do you mean the
'cause
TV show?
What is wrong with me? The movie. I'm excited to see it. It's got David Harbour, but also Endgame
Multicast.
is the first movie where I went out of it being like, wow, I really like Black Widow, but she fucking died. So I'm really curious to see what this is gonna be like. I'm relatively excited for it.
The only reason I'm hyped for it is because of Taskmaster. I really like Taskmaster.
It's set after Civil War, but not before Infinity War.
Is it confirmed Taskmaster?
Yeah.
Who's
They
playing
released concept art and
We
they showed
don't know.
footage.
Or if we do, I can't
him? I
remember.
fucking love the cast. The cast is so good about him.
It's a good cast. It's
Um,
Marvel, of course. It's gonna be a good cast.
Yeah, it's. I don't really care, but like I'll probably go and see it because it's the first Phase 4 film.
Scarlett Johansson and she's hot.
Well, she is amazing. But anyway,
All right, next up on
the Eternals.
The Eternals, November 6th, 2020.
I have no idea who the Eternals
Not
are,
at all. Not even a
but
tiny
I'm
bit.
hyped because it's a really good cast.
I'm not
really
hyped because this could be jumping the shark. This could be not jumping the shark, but this could be another one of those things that happens where it could be Iron Fist syndrome, where they set up these really important characters that are really pivotal to their plans, and then if it doesn't go well, it fucks up the entire thing. So, bit worried on that aspect.
And they changed whoever. I don't really care, but I'm just pointing out because I don't know who the character is. Salma Hayek is playing a female character, the mother of all the Eternals. When in the comics, that's actually the father of all the Eternals is actually a male character.
Okay, well,
I don't really care about it, but I know a lot of people are.
I only
like,
care
what the hell?
with that sort of stuff if it's a really iconic character. Like if Batman was a woman, I'd be a bit like, really?
Well,
But
Batman
if it's
is
something
a-
like the Eternals, fuck off. I don't give a shit.
right, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings with the Mandarin, February 12th,
I
2020.
have no idea who Shang-Chi is.
He's martial arts, basically. Iron Fist without the Iron Fist.
And yeah, I was reading stuff when I found out about it that he's deemed like the best fighter in the Marvel universe. He's the best hand-to-hand combatant.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll get like good stuntmen or whatever, good choreographers for the fights. Because that's what could really differentiate this from all the other Marvel stuff.
Yeah, we can't really talk much about that because we don't know anything about it.
Well, we got the Mandarin in it, the real Mandarin.
But the next one is the one I'm most hyped for in Phase 4. I have
Doctor
to say.
Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, May 7th,
It sounds
It's a bit of a
2020.
so
cheesy
weird.
title.
Sounds like a fan title, like on those Phase 4 slates, where it's like it's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fan
yeah.
slates. It's one of those. It's so odd, but it has Scarlet Witch in it.
But I'm most hyped, especially after
gonna be horror as
Doctor
well.
Strange. Doctor Strange is my favourite character in Infinity War.
Totally fair.
So that's why I'm
Apparently,
really
this is
hyped.
gonna knock him down a peg as far as his cockiness goes, and it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more of like a horror film.
It's going to be a horror film,
What?
but it's still going to be PG-13.
Said too right.
Too right.
It's going to be a horror film, yeah, it's going to be PG-13.
And then
Who is directing Black Widow?
Some woman. I don't know her.
some bitch. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if the directors of any of these, to be perfectly honest, except for the final film of Phase 4, directed by Taika Waititi.
Fuck me,
Thor:
Taika Waititi.
Love and Thunder, November
Fucking
5th, 2021.
love him.
With Natalie Portman coming back and taking up the mantle of Thor. Could be great. Probably will be great because it's going to be hysterical.
Confirmed.
We're getting more Korg. Hopefully, we
Thorg.
get Throg, who is Frog Thor.
Yes, please.
That's what I want.
Yes. And Valkyrie is confirmed member of the LGBT.
Yeah, she's gay.
Jesus.
She's big time gay. So awesome.
She's a big old gay. Jesus.
Yeah, big old gay.
So I see
Sure,
her.
it's great to see representation, and she's a
Yeah,
good
it
character.
is,
It
yeah.
makes sense because Valkyries. I feel like it's like the Amazons and Wonder Woman, where it's like they're all lesbians, Makes total
I
sense.
saw rumours saying her and Captain Marvel were going to get together in the movies.
Is
Is Captain Marvel a lesbian?
she could be. I don't know.
I think she is in
They don't
some
really go
interpretations.
into her sexuality, do they?
I remember recalling that she was a lesbian in some interpretations, but I don't know if...
I don't mind. Do whatever you want.
I don't
I have
care.
no problem with, representation.
We didn't talk about the best scene in Endgame. It's a bit where all the females come in.
It's a bit cheesy, but they've earned it, so I don't give a shit. Okay, it's fine. I don't mind.
But, yeah,
It's just
I'm
a
really-
pity Black Widow wasn't in that.
I'm hyped for
Yeah.
Thor because we're getting more Thor, but I don't really, I don't really care about Natalie Portman coming back and all that.
The story in the comics is supposed to be great. People love it. So you
Yeah,
know
but
what?
I
Fine.
saw there was so many rumors that they were gonna go for and do the God Butcher arc, and I was just like, holy shit, that could be awesome.
Have you read that arc?
I don't know.
Well, the thing is, Ragnarok is also a really famous arc. It's nothing like the movie at all. So who knows what's gonna happen?
But anyway,
Same with
we
stuff
got
like
this.
Civil
War.
This is meant to be a really good storyline. I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope it's good because I love Thor.
Well, I hope it's bad. All right.
'Kay.
Now we have the Disney Plus shows that are confirmed. The one I'm most excited for. No, it's not. It's the one I'm second most excited for. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This could be great. The rumored plot for this, if you want to hear it, will I say it?
Oh, so is it basically with Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
Do you want to hear the rumored plot?
Yeah.
Okay, the rumored plot is the government are like, we have our new Captain America here. Here's this person. It's not you, Falcon. This is our new Captain America. But he's actually a bad guy in the end.
That's good. I like that.
I like that as well. Because it's more like Falcon actually earning the mantle of Captain America.
Yeah, I'm really hyped for it, man. I really am. I'm really looking forward to it.
So, Falcon is Captain America at the start of the show, yes?
He'll be like, oh, I can't wait to be new Captain America. And then the government, they're like, no, this is Captain America.
Oh.
Here's our new white, tall, blonde Captain America.
Daniel Craig.
The sexiest man alive.
Anyway,
he looks like a bean.
Okay.
Rowan Atkinson.
Well, WandaVision, I'm not really hyped for that at all.
I'm not hyped for this at all. I don't like the characters at all. But
Yeah.
you know what? Apparently it's going to be really weird. So, you know what? I'll give it a go. I'm gonna give all
Loki.
these a go.
Right,
And
Loki.
it's going to play massively, apparently, into the new Doctor Strange movie. So you got to watch it. Loki could be great. All the character development from Avengers 1 onwards is gone, though. So, who knows?
Well, it's Tom Hiddleston, so it's great. This is the one I'm most hyped for now.
What if?
I'm really...
Animated series.
I don't care if it's
What's it about?
animated. I've wanted this for so fucking
They're
long.
basically they're making animated adventures, and it's like, what if ... and then the title. So it would be, what if the snap was reversed or something? Like all the characters who died didn't die. Everyone who lived died. Something like that, and it's animated, and they're actually bringing in the proper voice cast.
And they're
From
getting
the
the Watcher to do.
Yeah. I think
But, like-
one of them is going to be like, what if Killmonger actually was King of Wakanda? That sort of stuff.
And
It's going to be interesting.
what if Spider-Man wasn't bitten?
Stuff like that, sure. Or
But,
what if
there's
it
a
bit
good-
what if the spider bit Ned is going to be one? I guarantee it.
Yes.
There's
That's
a
gonna be
good
amazing.
there's a good comic one.
Watching
What
War?
if it's World War Hulk when Hulk actually his ship gets knocked off course and goes to what's the planet called?
Scar.
To Scar, yeah.
Krypton.
It's what if Hulk didn't get knocked off course and he goes to the actual planet he was meant to go to, and it's just like
2 pages long, and he's just like, oh, this is alright.
Oh, wow.
yeah, and he just
He's a
stays there
beach world.
forever.
But like this,
I'm so
the
hyped.
quality will vary, but some of it's going to be great.
Yeah, and then this is probably on par hype. To
This
be
is
honest,
usually my number one because I've been reading the series that it's based off, the Matt Fraction Hawkeye series.
The Kate Bishop show.
I've
Oh.
really wanted them to do
Can't
Hawkeye
wait.
justice, and this is their chance, and I can't wait.
Fucking love Hawkeye.
If you've not read the Matt Fraction Hawkeye stuff, do yourself a favor and read it. If
All
you
the
haven't,
DC
it's
fans are going to
great.
be like, it's a rip-off of Arrow.
It's really not. It's it's rip off and Powers alone. They're really different. I cannot wait. Hawkeye, I loved him in Endgame.
Yeah,
He's
he was-
great in that. Oh,
I'm
so
really hyped for it.
Hopefully he's great in this as well, man.
Anyway,
And that's
That's it.
your Phase 4.
that's it, baby.
That's Marvel. We covered all the MCU films. It only took us what, almost 2 hours 20 minutes. Jeez, that's a bit long, isn't it?
That's it.
Now we have to talk about Agents of Shield.
Wait,
So what
we're
did you guys
talking-
think of season 1 of? No, we're not talking.
No.
We're gonna talk about Cloak and Dagger though, because that's
No,
I
we're talking
haven't
about
seen these.
Inhumans, of course.
Inhumans, Agent Carter, The Runaways. Remember, The Runaways is a thing. All those shitty Netflix shows no one watches.
The first season of Jessica Jones is great.
The web series Slingshot, Newsfront. That sounds
Oh,
terrible.
God, I watched that.
Sure. The one shots are alright. Some of them. I've watched
What's
the
the
couple.
one shots?
They're like DVD extras. One of them is Phil Coulson talking about why they picked people for the Avengers. That guy turns out to be Hydra, the guy he's talking to. One of them is when they find Thor's hammer or something, or they're experimenting on it. I don't know what Item 47 is. There's an Agent Carter one shot, and there's All Hail the King, which is Ben Kingsley. He goes into prison, and basically the real Mandarin has him like beat up or killed because he's like, "You disrespected my name, motherfucker," and now we're getting the real Mandarin. Isn't that?
Technically, he's dead.
It's all connected. I don't know if he's dead. But
Trevor's
he gets
dead?
this shit beat up.
When do these happen? I've never heard of these. What?
They were DVD extras, basically, and I think they're on the internet now. All Hail the King's the best one that I've seen. Although Agent Carter got a TV show. So
Well, that's it now. And anyway,
Yeah,
we're done.
That's everything.
Oh my God, what a discussion! Jesus.
What a discussion! Is this the longest podcast?
Yeah, definitely. It's
Wow,
like 2.5
Maureen wasn't even
hours.
on.
The most viewed podcast. As well.
Marine isn't even going to listen to this. I don't think he's too into these films. Like he made me catch him up on the MCU before he saw Endgame, and I was like, "Dude, you're not gonna get it." And he was like, "I didn't get it, but it was awesome." So he had a good time. Yeah, I'll talk about wrestling for a second if you guys want.
Yeah, go on.
Never mind.
Yeah. All right.
I can talk as well.
The Raw reunion was this week.
Yeah, I saw that. Actually.
Well, it wasn't the best, to be honest. It was okay. There was a couple of good bits. I like Steve Austin. He was about to talk about himself and another wrestler, I forget his name, going off to Africa to illegally kill elephants, I believe, is what people are theorizing, but it got cut off because WWE were just like, cut his mic! Which I find very entertaining.
I like the bit where The Rock RKO's Brock Lesnar and then goes, "You can't see me."
This is an actual wrestling podcast, and you're going to make fun
I
of wrestling.
know.
Wow.
What an anger the watchers.
Jeez.
No, did you see
Mick Foley and Bray Wyatt, best segment on the show by far. Easily gone.
Did you see Kofi v Dolph Ziggler v Samoa Joe at
That was at
Smackville?
Smackville, yeah. I haven't watched that.
It was actually a decent fight.
Yeah?
I enjoyed it. It was like 15 minutes long. The three of them just.
Oh, where is it? Is it on the network or online?
I don't know, but I watched it. I watched it on YouTube. I just watched it on YouTube.
Sure. I'll try and watch that later because I only heard about Smackville like yesterday and I was like, just haven't had time yet. Yes, SmackDown was actually a very good show. Still haven't done anything with Daniel Bryan though. We're waiting for his big announcement that he teased a while ago.
Same.
And that'll about do it. I feel G1 Climax is going on. I haven't watched any of it. Reen's probably watched all of it.
Where is Randy Orton these days?
He's still wrestling.
And he's
going to be fighting
Kofi Kingston
at
for the
SummerSlam this year.
WWE.
In what could be a great match,
Hmm.
I feel.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Fingers crossed.
I think I kind of want Randy Orton to win.
So do I.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
If you smell.
You can smell.
What The Rock?
Have you ever seen that video with Barack Obama coming out to that?
Jumanji!
If you smell, and it's Barack, and he's just going.
Jumanji.
Well, that's
Welcome to Jumanji.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll do
You
it.
say
silly.
that's it one more time.
That's it.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We've
That's
done
it.
We've done it. We had a great time. We're at a stage where we all have our shirts off. It's great. Because we're comfortable with our sexuality.
Are really big right now. Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Your
There's something else
dick
of mine
out
that's
my
quite
face.
big, but we won't get into that right now. Yeah. Good show. I had fun doing this.
Yeah, I had fun too, Kieran. Thanks for having me on.
Wow. This is our backdoor pilot for the new movie podcast we're going to be doing next week. It's called Three's a Crowd.
What?
Tree up, guys.
I don't mind making.
Come on.
I don't mind making this a regular thing. I don't mind.
What?
I don't mind making this a regular thing.
Yeah, neither would I.
I do.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Okay, well.
Next time we're going to talk about indie films is really my expertise.
I want to see Midsummer, so I wouldn't even
I
mind.
really want to know.
Well, if yous tell, like, if we tell each other, we'll watch, like, this movie or one or two
Rainy
movies.
song.
Well,
Live
when's the
stream
next time you want to do this? Like,
I could probably do it any Sunday or Monday. I don't know.
well, if we did it next week, if you gave us, I could probably watch Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, and we could talk about those.
Ooh, Pulp Fiction and a Reservoir Dog.
Oh, yes.
Going all out.
Well,
I
you just
prefer
give me,
Reservoir Dogs. I think it's better.
you just give me two, like.
Predator gay.
Yeah.
We just want to talk about one or two.
How about we decide if we're doing it first? We'll talk about that later in our
Well,
little
yeah.
group chat.
I suppose, yeah. All right,
Before we
grand.
commit to anything on air.
Next time we'll be talking about
On
Midsommar.
air.
Yeah, maybe, because I do want to see that, and Omniplex cinemas have a thing where you pay €20 and you have a ticket to see any movie for the
We
next
have to go
month.
and see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
We
We'll
do
do
have
that together.
to see that at some stage.
But anyway, yeah.
But that's not out for like 2 weeks here, isn't it?
August 16th.
What?
Yeah.
It's like a week before we're back in school.
Pretty.
It's actually
pretty
exactly a week.
Ned's real name is Edward.
Oh, also Black Panther 2, Guardians 3, Captain Marvel 2, Blade, and Fantastic Four well confirmed. Those are all going to be good.
I'm most hyped for Blade.
Just because to me, that is a much better lineup than the current Phase 4 lineup. But hey,
Just because of Mahershala Ali, to be honest, that's it.
I'm more excited for Fantastic Four right now. Because it could be a good Fantastic Four movie.
And people are worried that they're not going to call X-Men. They're worried.
Because he said mutants, because like he's a fucking idiot. They better call him X-Men. If they don't, I'll be a bit like, oh, really? No. Look at that Mysterio cosplay. You can see his dick print. What is that? I wonder what print that is. What could that possibly
His
be?
nipples, of course.
Just for clarity, it is like hip height. Maybe it's his balls. Maybe you have to like stuff his balls way up.
It's pretty lucky balls if they're...
Right then.
I don't know, man. I can stuff my balls back up into me.
Same.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you for listening. If you listen to this, sorry that it's been different, but I do not have the balls to like text a wrestler like Reen does and ask him to be on. So I just figured I'd do this because I'm interested in this stuff, and we all are.
Yep.
And maybe we'll make it interesting to listen to. I already know 2 different people who are going to actually listen to the fucking episode, so that's pretty sick, in my opinion. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll listen next week if you have any interest in wrestling. But thank you for listening this far. It's been a long one, longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But as we say at the end of every episode of the HALLWY Wrestling Podcast,
Good evening. Good morning.
Good job,
evening,
guys.
Good night.
good morning, good evening, good night. Oh, thank you, bye.